All right. We haven't done this in a while. I'll see what I can scrounge up.
Hey,
Not
I can't promise
up.
I'll be good.
We've already scrounged up setups that don't sound entirely terrible.
The setups scrounged. The intro scrounged. The songs scrounged.
Oh, it already doesn't sound like a word anymore.
No, you've lost me. I hate when that happens when you type out a word too much and it's like, is that how it's always spelled?
Is that how it's always spelled, and do I actually know what this means?
Catch me at work Googling 5-letter words every day. But today's not about work. Today's about fun, it's about joy, and it's about K-pop, because this is Chaos, the K-pop podcast. We are rounding up our top 25 songs of 2024. I am joined by Lotus and Azalea.
Yippee!
Yippee, yippee. This is our end of the year episode. According to sources, we've been doing this for 22. Oh, you can hear me counting. A few years.
I would say so when you speak it out loud.
So you can just say since 2021.
We've been doing it since 2021. And though we're a little late this year, things happened, but that just means that our lists are very good, I think.
They're more concrete than they usually are, I would say.
I'd say that for sure. But just in case you need a refresher, we do have a few rules for these year-end episodes. The date range is December 1st, 2023 to November 30th, 2024. So, very end of the year leads into the next, you get it. We're also allowed to repeat artists only once. You can have one artist on your list twice because we like variety and we want to have fun. And for me personally, I like the challenge. On that note, subunits and soloists are considered separate. I feel like we said this exact thing last year, but I'm pretty sure NCT was maybe the reason for that.
Yeah, because NCT has 15 different things that you could count them by, and it makes it very confusing.
So we're not strict about subunits and soloists, although I don't know about y'all, but I do still try to avoid having a soloist and a group on my list. Because again, the challenge.
Oops, I don't.
Azalea is the wild card.
You never know what that list is going to look like from Azalea. Moving on. Rule number 4. As long as a group is a part of the K-pop industry, a non-Korean single, an album, a group itself, if they are in the K-pop industry, we're considering them a part of our K-pop list. I don't think it is normal to not, so we do. Excluding our top 10, if someone says our song that we have on our list, we have to reveal it. If Lotus's 25th song is my 11th, I have to say that is my 11th song. A new thing we're trying out is that our 25th through 21st songs, they're speed rounds. We're just going to list them not one by one, but we'll each list our last bottom 5 songs. And then
it'll make sense once you hear it. Once we start going, it'll make sense.
Yeah. So
there's a lot of rules at once.
It's a lot of rules, but overall, they don't matter, so don't worry about remembering them.
Yeah, whose line?
True.
So with that being said, let me give you my bottom 5 songs of 2024. Number 25, Get Loose by Kong Daniel.
Yeah. Never in my life did I think a Kong Daniel song would make it
What the fuck?
It's a good little song. It sounds old, but the production on it is horrible in a way that makes me like it. 24 is Supernova Love by Ive and David Guetta, specifically the 4.5 extended mix.
Okay.
All right.
Not the 3-minute music video version. 23 is Run by Try B. They're always on my list. I think they make good, cute, fun music. 22 is I Like by Signature. I have to put my First Baby song on the list. Who doesn't love a song about a first crush? And then 21 is Sandcastle by Zykers. This is a B-side. It's a little bit vibey. It's a little bit repetitive. There is an almost consistent dog barking throughout the song
Oh,
Now it all makes sense.
that I do actually like. It's just a constant roof, roof.
is it an actual dog or is someone barking like a dog?
No, it's a dog. It sounds like a dog.
I don't know
I
how I
like
feel
it.
about
It's-
that.
I mean, it's hard to place at first.
Okay. I like
It's
a
hard to
little
place
mystery.
at first. Yeah, and then you realize that's just a fucking dog. But those are my bottom 5 songs, and I've got nothing more to say about them.
And hey, I have nothing more to ask about them.
Perfect. You go.
All right, number 25, On My Bike by Purple Kiss. Purple Kiss makes good music. They sometimes make very interesting songs. This is not one of them. It's just a nice little rocky song with some good vocals. Probably the funniest thing is the top comment on the MV for it has, and from what I can tell, has always been, finally, we got Dark Purple Kiss back. And I don't know at which point, I think they're just talking about Seventh in Heaven, which is hilarious to me, but yeah, it's Dark Purple Kiss. It's a fun song. Whatever. Number 24, Killing It by P1 Harmony. I like the song a lot. I like the styling more than I like the song. The dance is fun. It is just kind of a quintessential good boy group song, but no individual part of it stands out to me too much. I like Jung Sub's rap in it a lot. He always does a great job, and he did extra good on Killing It. Number 23, Dash by NMIX. At the beginning of the year, I thought this was going to land like a lot higher because I listened to it a lot. However, it has since been surpassed by a lot of other things. I still like the outfits in the MV a lot. I like the dance quite a bit. And it's probably one of the more successful full EPs from like the entire year. But individual songs on it are like not super duper outstanding in my opinion. Number 22, Birth by Artemis. I think this is the most interesting out of any of the songs on that album by an extremely wide margin. It's a kind of spooky, creepy, scary, old school Red Velvet, a little bit of TXT Nap of a Star DNA with some like stop motion bits in the MV. It was setting up a very interesting first full album from Artemis that ended up being kind of boring, which is a shame. And then my number 21 song is the Japanese single Yuda Yuda by Zero Base One. It is excellent pop music. That's it. It's just good little boy group song. And those are mine.
Very nice, very nice. Wow, so far, Art's bottom 5, no similar songs.
Azalea?
Hi guys. I listened and I tried really hard to make this actually count, but honestly, these songs could all change on my list. I'm mercurial. Whatever. So my 25th song is Koe Wagari by Anteam. Generally blow up my phone when they release a shit song because it truly has never happened. Well, no, there's that one song that's not very good, but that's okay. I don't listen to it.
Not true shit, though.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like not great. I'll never listen to it, but it's not garbage.
It didn't offend me. God bless.
No. So we'll go ahead and do that. This is a nice little song that I heard. Thanks, Lotus in the car. I think you played it twice, and I was like, ooh, this is fun. Yeah. It's got a sexy-ass bass, good horns, flows fine on the rap, but I don't think I vibe with their voices, but it doesn't take me all the way out. 24 is Bibora by SF9. I love when songs keep a consistent tempo, which is very unheard of in K-pop. Yeah. I would say... Bitch, look at me. I learned their names for this thing. Insung sounds really good on this track with all 3 of his lines. I don't really care about his high note, but whatever. Zuho stays on beat. He sounds good. He's got a sexy little voice. And Huyoung and his nonsensical, they call me carpet and random teru ad-lib on the middle of a fucking rap. Incredible. Stupid, but incredible. My 23rd song is Pineapple Slice by Baekhyun. I don't know why the fuck this is titled Pineapple Slice. Why the fuck is he dancing on water? He's so annoying, but I do love his voice a lot. He's doing entirely too much vocally, but it sounds smooth. He's very talented. Ugh. Next, I have Summer Kiss by Cooing, which finally a Kville rec has come in. Me and Danny tend to watch a lot of Kville videos just randomly when it gets really late at night. It's a groovy number with a unintelligible music video. It makes no fucking sense. I like her kind of like breathy, nasally quality to her voice. Also, A good little nice surprise on a summer song with an electric guitar. It gives it a little edge midway through. My 21st song is going to be Tic Tac by Illit. How do you say
Oh,
that name?
Islet.
Islet, yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Continuing the trend of the biggest teeth I've seen, releasing catchy songs. Super chiptune heavy. It's just a fun little good song. I like it a lot.
All right.
And that's how you do a podcast. Speed.
Boom.
Impressive.
And now, let's slow it down just slightly, not by much.
Normal pace.
We'll now go one by one. My 20th song is Smoothie by NCT Dream. Every year I approach this podcast and I try to have a little bit of taste. You know, a little bit of, how do you say, ability to recommend good songs. But I don't. Dreamscape is an incredibly amazing album by NCT Dream. Genuinely not even my normal, I like noise music bullshit. I think this is a very good example of NCT Dream when they want to make a more mature and put together sound. However, Smoothie is their usual bullshit. I'd say it's one of the maybe two kind of NCT Dream bullshit songs, but I like it. I like it so much. Specifically, well, the whole song, but specifically the part before the pre-chorus, but after Renjun's pop that corn gets me so fucking hype. It ramps up so good. And then whereas Azalea likes consistency in a beat, I believe you said, I don't unless it's a chant. And this song has the most droning chant in the chorus. I like it so much. I played around and put a few other songs from this album on my playlist. Ultimately, Smoothie was it.
Yeah, listeners of the pod will recognize the terrorism you've inflicted on us since that song came out. So it couldn't have been anything else. Even if it was just for the bit, it had to be Smoothie.
Yeah.
Yes. So, there's my 20. Lotus?
My number 20 song is Nemo Nemo by Yena. There's going to be a theme with a handful of my songs that are coming up here that I will mention once we get to the end, but I mostly just think it is a nice, catchy song. And not too much else about it. I think it is a little bit too consistent in the beat, arguably. There is not like a lot going on, but it hits sometimes. I like how colorful it is. I like that Yena does weird and interesting solo stuff. So yeah, Nemo Nemo.
Yeah, I think that really sums up the song.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how the bottom, I don't know, not even 15, but the bottom 10 to 15 is just like, I like listening to it. Yep.
Yeah, the top 10 is where it really matters, and I think where opinions truly form.
15 is where I'm officially like, okay, you're number 15. Act like it.
I see.
You represent a little bit of something. You're 15.
Number 15 is where you're officially representing the top 15. All those other songs or whatever, it barely even matters what order they're in. Number 15 is when I'm like, okay, these have to be in the right order.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel that way around 9 to 1.
Oh my god.
9 is such a strange number to pick.
Well, yeah, because 10 is very important, so I tend to go back and forth on it too much. So it's 9.
I see.
But Azalea, what is your Sorry, I combined words. What's your 20th song?
Before I talk about my 20th song, I will say what Lotus and Dani said about placement mattering. That's not for me.
That's your
all
whole
these songs
list.
are good.
Yeah.
All these songs are good because I tend to not
absolutely.
listen to a lot of music in general anyway. So forcing myself, I was like, no, I really just like this. It's all mood based. But for 20th, it's gonna be Supersonic by Fremis Naim. What a good song to go out on. R.I.P.
Great track. R.I.P.
They're not dead, y'all. They just don't have a company. They're not under contract. They're not dead.
They could get picked up with NJZ.
NJZ they said they're back. So Fremis 9 will also be back. So that's all I want to say on that.
You know,
Okay.
if it had to be anything, it's a good outro song, I suppose.
I agree. I know they have like a little fan song or something they're releasing later, but I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
right.
Yeah, the fan song I believe is out.
Oh, okay.
If you're a fan, I don't think you need it.
Yeah. So we'll just go ahead and say they died on Supersonic. Yay!
Thank you, Thomas
Yay,
Nine.
bye.
You
Thank
did-
you, Promise. You made so
you
much
did a
good
lot.
fucking music,
Yes.
Yes,
despite it
but
all.
as most girl groups go, they are dead, but they ended on an amazing song.
It's true.
Most girl groups can say that.
2024 especially was pretty crazy with that.
What was it? The last like 2 months, it was just group after group.
Yeah, it was just going
Yeah.
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. Granted, most of them were groups that never really,
No.
it wasn't
still
the
sad.
most surprising, but
Right. We were
unfortunate.
waiting, but
Yeah.
even so.
All right, then. My 19th song is Flowers Flutter Your Heart by Kepler. I don't have much to say about this song. I like how smooth it is. I like how dreamy they sound vocally on it. I appreciate that everybody is singing because while I don't think Kepler's rappers are horrible, I don't think they're always great. And there is a quick rap verse on this, but it's after they're doing a sort of talking, singing type thing. So I don't mind it too much. But yeah, this is a very simple song. And that's my 19. Not much to say about it. Lotus. Unless
Nice.
y'all have something to say about this.
No.
I've never heard it.
No, yeah.
Okay, then.
My 19 is also similarly little to say. Like I said, like these next handful of songs, I have nothing to say about a particular gap that I'm in right now. My number 19 is TTYL by Lucemble. It's really fucking catchy. It's like a Tic Tac where it's just glittering glissando noises of women, and that's it. I don't even recall what the choreo for this looks like. I'm sure it's all right. But
Oh my
whatever.
god, the amount of TikTok challenges
Yes.
they did with that shit.
It's
I
like
can't
a
forget
weird
it.
prayer hands, weird up hands, dun, dun, prayer hands, dun, dun. It's
It's just that I
horrendous
think it's boring,
choreography.
so I don't remember it.
Yeah,
I saw it
I
a
would
lot
say
on
you're
Instagram, but my mind has absorbed none of it. I know vaguely what it looks like, but I could not recreate a single movement probably. And yeah, it's just a very catchy song. And that's it. Rip to them? I
Yeah.
forget. Is it them?
Yes, they have left their company.
Yeah.
Very strange contract length.
Hey, they were just, I guess, trying it out.
Child phase. Yeah, you can go ahead, Azalea. That was it from me.
No, for sure. My next song is, wow, the first time I've ever had this group on a list before. It's Shoot It Out by One Week. Hey, that's a good song.
That's a good fucking song. Another one that if I had to venture a guess, I would say is from My Vehicle.
A lot of these you could say, well, no. It's actually just two this year, which is, listen.
Oh,
Okay.
you were listening to music.
There was one more I thought would be on here. That's interesting.
I tried. I mean, I'm doing a quick scroll. Ooh, there is one.
It is okay. We'll see.
You probably know which one it is.
I'm willing to bet it's the exact one that I'm thinking of, but we'll get there when we get there.
Of course. But yeah, this is One Week doing what the fuck they do, playing instruments and singing beautifully. I'm here. That's it.
Yeah. God bless Yang Hoon is back, and Kang Han as well. Can't forget him.
Yeah, One We wasn't bad without them, but they were needed.
You know, it's almost as if they're a band.
Well, it's almost as if they're a band, and
You know,
they're not
you say that,
interchangeable.
and you did a little joke
yeah.
as a laugh. However, Kia's solo stuff was excellent. We can say that much.
Absolutely. However, Jungkook
Not
and
as a
Hyuk
group.
stuff together,
Oh yeah, I didn't like it.
not
Anyways,
not at all. All right, moving along. Number 18, I have 5 by ITZY, which is just a little B-side off of the Gold album. It's a very 5 makes 1 ITZY type song where it's, 1, 2, 3, 4 is good, but
yeah,
5
yeah.
is the best.
Right.
I think this song really highlights some of the best of what ITZY does and some of the worst in a way that is nice. It starts off as if it's going to be one of their more low-key singing songs, but then it jumps almost immediately into a higher energy rap slash chant. And then it just kind of goes back and forth between that.
An Itzy chant will
like
do
music. I like music like that. And it sounds like a very classic old Itzy chant.
it. Yeah.
And I do appreciate old Itzy music. This song also made me realize where Leah fits into the group, which was fun.
Oh, that's good. That kind of sounds like the point of the song in some ways, so good on them.
So I think they did what they intended to do, I assume. 5 by Itzy. Honestly, a lot of the songs on this list, I could say this for, but I had a hard time picking a song off of this album. It has good B-sides.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
Not a good single though.
No, I don't care for gold.
No, the dance is really fun though. Which, if you're Itzy, hey.
And I like what they intended to do on it, but not the song itself. So, 18-5 by Itzy. Lotus, go.
My number 18 song is Magnetic by Eyelit. This is what I meant when I said there was a theme, because it's Nemo Nemo, then TTYL, then Magnetic. This is the same fucking song 3 times.
Yes.
I think Nemo Nemo is the least interesting sounding, and I don't care about the choreo. I think TTYL is the catchiest by a lot. I think Magnetic is medium catchiness, high medium catchiness, but the choreo is far and away the best. If I am ever having a bad day at work, or like I have a couple minutes while I'm waiting for someone to get to a meeting, I just go to my desktop and I type Magnetic in the search bar. Magnetic full cam dance practice shows up, and then I watch that. And I have a great time. It's catchy. The choreo is absolutely just fucking excellent. Like stellar girl group choreo that we don't always get. So, yeah.
Raise your hand if you also tried to learn that choreo.
I was never bold enough, but I thought about it.
No, my hand's down.
My hand's down.
My hands up. And I see everybody out there listening, I see your hands up as well.
Oh!
Your hands up doing the hand thing from Magnetic.
Straight to the sky.
The District 12 salute of the Magnetic hand thing.
It's magnetic. Azalea, do you want to tell us what your 18th song is?
I sure could. If you guys want to
do.
listen. My 18th song is Without You by Sola from Wajison. She released a little solo album very early in the year. If I recall correctly, it's like January or February?
Yes.
So she's been on here for a very long time. This is kind of a more like traditional, conventional sounding, song. But I like the lyrics in it. She's stuck in a loveless cycle with somebody, and she's trying to break out of it. It's her little girl boss song, but it sounds good, and she's a really good singer on it. So I really like it.
There you have it.
That's a very good song. I believe it was around my 18th to 20th song for a very long time as well. Mm-hmm. We could have had it, but we don't.
Oh, it's on mine, so she's there.
At least she's represented in the end of year.
Exactly.
Wajison is still here. That's what that song said.
Anyways, moving on.
17, surprising no one who lives in this house with me is Gum by Yeonjun.
Yeah.
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 A 17 is a good placement for it. I thought it was going to be much higher.
I did too.
I listen to a lot of music, y'all. It's not higher. I will say it could be 2 higher. It could be 15.
Okay.
It could be 15. Now that I'm looking at this list and what's coming next, it could be 15. But I've said it now.
God bless.
I think Gum by Yeonjun may be one of the only songs that I genuinely mean it when I say majority of people I don't think get it. Not everybody, but I think I mean it when I say it.
She said we don't get it.
We don't get it.
What
she
have
said
I
we're
told y'all
bitches.
about that good old new school funk, PHO, NK, and K-pop? It's good. It's really bassy. It's got a little bit of older original funk in there, but it's mostly that new TikTok shit. I won't lie. It's that new Russian TikTok funk, but it's still good.
What? I'm lost.
You're lost?
You said Russian TikTok funk?
Yes, so like funk music is older and it like has it has like its origins in hip hop. Um but within like the past, I don't know how long, it could be 5 years, it could be 10. Um Russian producers, I guess I could say, I think it's Russia, have kind of mixed a little bit of EDM with funk to create a sound that is very popular on TikTok. I think they call it drift funk.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
I believe.
no one makes electronic music like Eastern Europeans.
No.
Yeah. And this is, I think this is very heavily influenced by that. I love how empty the chorus is. I love that piano just going on it. I like how auto-tuned and distorted his voice is, and I think the performance in it is great. Normally I hate when Yeonjun is out of 200%. And I think it's fair if you were to say the music, the music video, the vibe of it, the lyrics are a bit cheesy considering who's saying it. But I love how hard he goes, both in the music video and in the choreography. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
And I
But
love that
I'm
for
just
you.
telling you what it is.
I'm so happy for you.
Really happy for you.
Thank you. I said my piece.
Hey, girl, you said it. And nobody's going to take that from you.
No, this is a daily listen to me for me, and it's not old yet. So 17, Gom, Yeonjun, Lotus.
My number 17. Baby, They Could Never Make Me Hate You. Justice by Dreamcatcher. Day one,
It's me. I'm the one trying to make you hate it.
It's so true. I heard Xi'an's double to triple high notes at the end, and I said, yeah, it's a good song. I don't give a fuck about what else happens. It could be the worst song ever for the rest of it, and it would still make it out of this list. Low, but it would still make it. I think we talked about it pretty extensively, but like, yeah, the choruses end up sounding kind of hollow just because of the way that they decided to produce it. Arguably, though, it would be better than if they left the high notes in, because Xi'an and somewhat Yuhyun are the only ones who can really hit that note. It all builds to the end, and I love it. Great choreo. We saw Dreamcatcher in concert this year. We never talked about it on the pod because we had to skip an episode. But great choreo, great energy on stage. That song is extremely good live and was deeply worth it to see. And you know what? I'll also say, I'm not much of a Dami lesbian, but Dami looks insanely hot in this music video. So that's a nice little bonus.
Yeah, hearing the song live, I could listen to the song live forever. But like only, not a live recording, but I am in the audience listening to it live.
Ah, okay. For me, Justice I'll listen to regular happily. I love to listen to the It's Live recorded version. And then, like, OOTD is the only song that I fully had my mind changed by listening to it live, and I just like that song now. But Justice, I really liked her.
They did a good job with that concert. Not a single song did I come out going, it was a whatever.
Right.
Shout outs to Dreamcatcher.
It's almost as if they're good.
Hey, imagine that. No one else with Justice by Dreamcatcher on the list? I'm surprised.
Are
Azalea?
you?
No, I was just fucking around.
Of course she is.
I was just saying that to toss it to Azalea.
So, unfortunately, I do not. But I'm coming into a little bit of a trifecta very soon. Yes. I won't say exactly what the concept is first, but I will say it at the last one. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself.
I like how we both ended up doing this. We're very religious about not discussing the list beforehand.
Yes.
Like, I mean, there's obviously a certain extent of we live together. We hear the music that we're listening to sometimes, but we do not discuss the list even a little bit between ourselves.
No.
So I love the idea that we somehow both ended up doing this.
Hey, and guess what? I've done it twice. So love. So my number 17 song IRC is going to be Valentine by POW. Maybe not POW.
Prisoners of War.
Maybe not POW. Maybe it's just POW.
No, but that's what I think every single time I read it. I'm glad that we were able to address this today.
Yeah, it's something. I'll say that it's something.
Yeah, because they don't even put like an exclamation mark after it. It's just
letters.
All caps.
Exactly. So we'll go ahead and say Is Valentine by Pow. This also came out super early in the year. It's the only song I think I've heard from the. Oh, no, wait. I maybe
No,
heard a
you
different
know,
one and it was really bad.
you've heard their Avril Lavigne cover of Girlfriend.
Yeah, fuck
Oh
that.
my god,
Anyway.
that's right.
Anyway, fuck that. I like when they sing about love and being young and shit. I don't know them. The video is really kind of boring and whatever. They didn't really try. Maybe it's a budget thing. I don't know. Let me not
Can
go
they?
too hard for it. Can they what?
Can they have? No, I shouldn't. It's mean. I'm sorry. Go on. I don't need to come for a budget.
No, go ahead.
I don't need to come for a
No,
budget
go
group's
ahead.
budget.
No, say it. Come for their budget.
That's the statement. I don't need to come for a budget group's budget.
Well,
Exactly.
there you have it.
Yeah, but it's just a fun poppy song. You know, they're guys singing about love. Take it away.
Okay. I apologize. This is going to be very short because I don't want to talk about it. 16 is Lose My Breath by Stray Kids featuring Charlie Puth.
Of course it is. You couldn't put that in the top 15. That's exactly what I was just talking about.
I couldn't put that in the top 15 because I specifically like Charlie Puth's version and not the Stray Kids only. So,
Okay.
again, when I said Gum could have been higher, it could have been higher.
Now it's all making
Now,
sense.
now it's on. Yeah.
So that's my 16. I talked about it a lot during the podcast whenever it came out, and that's all you're getting from me. Lotus, please go on.
I will go on with my number 16. A questionable title, but a beautiful song. The Knight Who Can't Die and the Silk Cradle by Lucy, one of our favorite bands that we talk about. It is an excellent, schlocky, emotional AMV rock band song that they have put out. None of it makes any sense to me. I scarcely understand the concept, and I choose to interpret it as, yes, this is an AMV or this is an anime opening or something, and I love it. Really taking all of the skills of every single band member, and again, this is only a 4-piece band. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like there's 6 fucking people playing, and it is just so good, so well produced, so catchy, and then a nice big bump at the final chorus that feels very epic and earned.
For sure.
Yep, that's Lucy for you, huh?
Hey, guess what? That's my number 11. You bitch.
So that is the when,
That
when
is
I
the
was
other.
saying-
That is the third song.
I knew it was going to be on your list somewhere. So when you said those are my only songs I got from you, I said
Are you sure about that?
Interesting.
I said number 1, the lie detector is detecting a lie. However, if that was an accidental lie or it was in your top 10, I couldn't yet be certain. So I didn't want
Right.
to say what it was.
No, for sure. Yeah, that's a great song. I didn't know Lucy make music like this. I don't
didn't
listen
used
to them.
They mostly had kept to much more low key music, and then they had that song
Yeah.
Boogeyman, and then this right afterwards, and it was like, who are these guys?
Okay,
Yeah.
work. Okay.
I think 2023 was a slight shift in their music that was very good.
Yeah, this sounds like an anime opening. It's one of my favorite arbitrary categorizations of music. There's so many that can go in there. Great song title. I don't understand the song title either, but I like the way it sounds. So fuck it. Yeah, the song sounds adventurous and bombastic. I also really like the album art. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. That little Alphonse stand-in.
That little Alphonse guy.
Yeah. Okay then. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Oh
my
shit,
turn.
that was
I was
my
gonna say it's
11th.
actually
Nah.
it's straight to you again for number
That's
16.
right. Yeah. Okay, swinging it back to myself. Back to 16. It's going to be Steady by NCT Wish.
Oh, cute song.
Bouncy, poppy, crack cocaine, but for like kids. Let's go steady.
Coco
Is
Melon.
this their debut?
No.
No.
I
not
believe
at
their
all.
debut was called Wish, wasn't it?
Yes, that was
Ooh.
either their debut or a B-side off of their debut, but they've been doing it for a little bit.
Got it. Okay, never mind. This is a great song though. It's so cute. I also really like the video.
Can I say it's also my number 13 song?
Nice.
Woo!
And, you know, exactly what Azalea said. It is a fun, cute song. It makes me want to sing every lyric. I want to sing the melody. I want to know the dance. In my notes, I will admit that I initially said that this wasn't baby music, but it was close. And then
Yes, I
upon
remember
reviewing
that.
my notes today, I said, I think I may be crazy.
I was about to say, are you crazy? Because this is absolutely good baby music.
It's very good baby music. It's the perfect intersection between the two of y'all, where
Yes.
there's not enough chanting to set Azalea off, but there's enough chanting that Dani really likes it.
Yes. It also has, I don't know how to describe it, but it comes up a lot when we're talking about Lucy. A lot of non-musical sounds in there, a lot of blips and bloops, and sounds like things rubbing together.
Yeah, synths and just real life sample audio.
There's a lot of that in there, which I love in a song. But yeah, that's my number 13, and Azalea's 16. Look at that.
Go ahead, Dani.
Maybe we are similar.
Ooh,
For a second, I thought you were gonna say maybe we are siblings, and I said no,
that would be freaky.
like in like a soulmates way for sure,
But to just,
but not for
maybe
real.
we are
Just
related.
to say it, Squidward and SpongeBob, twins.
Moving on to 15, we are nearing the important bits of the playlist. Not for me yet, though. My 15 is Something Ain't Right by XG.
Oh, catchy.
Good song. I mean,
They make good ass
Catchy.
fucking music.
I was about to say
Yes.
good ass song, but also their whole shit they've released this year has been very good.
It's true.
So this song did make me go back through XG's catalog. Because I believe when their first song came out, or at least the first song I heard by them, Mascara maybe?
Yeah,
It was one-
tippy
it
toe
was a
and like
song-
mascara.
Yeah, I didn't really like them, and I very quickly wrote them off. I said they're going to be a problem eventually because they
Yeah.
are a Japanese group promoting in Korea who mainly raps in English. I said,
and
oh,
can
the
I
makings
say-
of a horrible.
Also, partially due to their name and the fact that I'm stoopy, and the amount of rapping, I got them confused with Young Posse because of their song XXL.
Yes.
And so because of the quality of the rapping in a couple of their earlier songs where I think they hadn't quite nailed having like a personal voice amidst the rap influence, which I do think that they take very seriously, I said, oh no.
Yeah.
And then I think Left Right came out and I said, oh yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Now hang on a second.
Who's this again?
I said, oh no, and stayed there. And then Something Ain't Right came out. And I said, I can't imagine all their music is bad when this is so good. And it's not. They're actually a very solid group. This is a
Yes.
very good song. It's so catchy. A great summer song. I love how they look in this. They're like this weird alien concept that they decided to do in 2024, I guess you could say. And I love, love, love Harvey's verse in this song. The words she says with her voice, perfect on this. This is where she
love
was meant to
her.
be. Because her rapping doesn't stand up to the other rappers in the group. I think, yeah, Kokona's the rapper,
Kokona.
and maybe Jury is a rapper. Either way, her voice just
Kokona,
doesn't
Maya,
stand
and
up.
Julian are the rappers.
Okay. Harvey is also a rapper, but I feel like in most of their songs, she doesn't quite stand out as well as
She
the
usually
others
plays like
do.
a bit part.
Yeah. With
Yeah,
that voice, you
and
have to be a bit part.
She comes in,
Yeah.
chews the scenery for 15 seconds, and then leaves.
Exactly.
And then is gone. It works very well in Something Ain't Right. So
Oh, good song.
good song. Another one where I could still listen to it. It's not overplayed. And I don't think it ever will be.
agree.
But Lotus, what's your 15?
My number 15. It's officially getting fucking serious.
Ooh.
Strawberry Rush by Chew.
Oh, good song.
An addictive song. Great music video. Again, a lot of the times with cutesy, catchy songs, I have to kind of gauge them by how much I enjoy the choreo or singing along, and I do pew 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 in the car every time. Because it's
Every
actually
time.
yeah, it has a lot of those little highlight moments where you want to sing along, and then you can just leave it in the background, and it's a great time. Like a lot of Chew stuff, it's very imaginative. She is a fucking pop star, and she proved it again with Strawberry Rush. What could I say?
It would seem so. It would seem so.
I loved her
the
first
realization.
I remember.
Oh, I loved that first album.
I love that
it
first
made
album.
me cry. But the realization listening to Strawberry Rush that she was saying packing that heat before the pew pew pew.
Yes.
I loved the song, but that really shifted something.
That took it home. That added a little extra. There's a lot of like cute detail in the song and the MV that's really fun.
I agree.
Yes.
I also just love her with a gun.
Oh yeah, keep
I
giving
love her
True
with
guns.
a gun.
True loves guns.
She does have the right to bear arms.
Yes, she does. Oh, and I think I said this before when we talked about the song, but this is like what current me, what 25-year-old me loves. What how old would I be? 12-year-old me could only imagine hearing Sugar Rush by AKB48 from the Wreck-It Ralph soundtrack. This is the mega evolution of that song, and it is so fucking perfect.
Yeah. Sugar Rush is such a taste-defining song.
Yes, it sure is. Sugar Rush and From Us 9 Love Bomb. Taste-defining songs. We know whether or not we're going to get along based on those songs. Anyways, that's all I have to say. If you're ready, Azalea.
I'm so ready, friend. So yeah, we've come to the end of my trifecta. My number 15 song is going to be Last Festival by TWS.
The fall song.
The fall song. Young schoolboys singing about love. This one, of course, is my favorite because it's a little melancholy and I love it. You ever think about how good those tall, lanky teenagers are good at dancing with their long limbs?
All the time.
Really
Every single
coordinated
song-
flailing.
Yes, every single time they come out with a song, I'm like, so what is the choreo look for this? And they're always doing 300%. But I don't hate it. I think it's very good.
Yeah, the songs are so cute, and they're doing like quadruple backflips.
Yes.
They're throwing each other in the air.
Yes.
And then
Just fucking
and then
gymnastics.
it ends on just a cute little wave. They get into position, they stop the song, and
Yes.
it's done.
They're talented, that group. I do like them a lot. I had a couple of their songs originally on this list, but they kept releasing better music that I liked.
Yes.
And it ended on this one. So I was like, oh, fuck it. Put it in there.
They haven't put out a lot of songs, which I
No.
don't love. However, they've all been pretty good, so I guess I can't complain too much.
Yeah. Quality over
You know,
quantity.
it's the first year. I would say, considering they debuted, frankly, I think, they may have debuted in January, so a year. They've got at least 12 songs, probably closer to 20. I think that's a shocking amount in 1 year.
I guess that's fair.
That's actually a lot of songs. I didn't know it was 20.
I think so, because they've got a couple of like EPs in there that have more than 3 songs.
That's right. I don't listen to albums, so
No,
no.
you do
I'll
not
get there
do
next year.
We'll see.
We'll see. But take it away, Dady.
All right, then we're on 14, and my 14th song is "Shame" by Billy.
Oh yeah, I forgot they came back this year.
Billy.
Yes, Billy came back, and they came back as a full group with the album of All We Have Lost, which love the name.
That album's also
and this
really good
is-
too.
Yes, I like it a lot. This is the album didn't really do numbers at all, but this song is pretty low on the list of songs. But I like it. This is the song I go to when I want to feel a little sad, but also a little hopeful. Everyone sounds really tender and soft on it. Even when the song kind of hits its, I'm going to love myself, I won't feel any shame parts. Everyone still sounds very soft and tender. I haven't liked a Billy release as much as I like their first few in a while. Like Hocus Pocus and a couple of the other ones they've put out in 2023, 2024 were okay, but this EP and this song really brought me back into liking Billy a lot. Sometimes I just want to be sad.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
Lotus, 14.
My number 14. This might technically be cheating, but I do not care because I love this group a lot. This is a Japanese girl group previously formed as SG5, which stood for Sailor Guardians 5 because they were the official Sailor Scout girl
Fuck
group.
yeah.
They're called 5E, which is spelled F5VE. They actually released a lot of music this year.
Exactly.
I think this is the first year that they're technically like their own group as opposed to being the Sailor Guardians 5 group. The They have some of the dumbest, weirdest, catchiest, poppiest electropop music that I have ever heard. Case in point, my number one song of theirs so far and from this year is called Lettuce. It is a beautiful 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Mwah, delicious for a pop song. They never need to be longer than that. Every single member of that group is stunningly fucking beautiful. However, particularly, I would love everyone to watch the MV for Lettuce. And like 10 seconds in, there's just a little choreo moment. And for no discernible reason whatsoever, the camera just changes and zooms in on a certain member's face. There's a member called Miyu who has just like the most psychotic face card I've ever seen. She is so fucking beautiful. It's insane. And then that music video is fun. It's them saying you eat a lot of lettuce, but you're toxic. What's all that fiber for? Ooh. Why are you still an asshole? And yeah, it's just a good little song. It has a very easy to do choreo. I think partially because they're a Japanese girl group, they have that more Japanese idol sensibility where like difficult choreo isn't really the thing. It's about standing, delivering, and just being unendingly charming. And I think they nail it. It's a really good song. And you can listen to every song that they have put out in, I think, 15 minutes or less. So you should do it.
Yeah.
It's true. They don't have a lot.
They don't, but it's all really
but they are
good.
fun.
It's all so good.
Oh, yeah. Underground was my song where I said, oof, give me more.
Yeah, it's deliberately annoying. It's like the same kind of noise that you often only get from like an NCT in K-pop, a couple others here and there. But I don't know if anyone but NCT has such a consistent level of noise. Like Lettuce starts with the sample of like, it sounds like in an old, like a cartoon from the 60s when someone falls off a cliff and someone plays the xylophone to the tune of like their legs scrambling in the air. And I'm like, that's a great sample, use it. And they use it every single time the chorus comes up. And I said, yes, this is what music is about. It's
exactly like when Scooby-Doo was about to start running, but he can't get his feet under him.
Yes, exactly. So, hey, that's Lettuce. If you want to have fun, listen to 5e, watch 5e.
Yeah, we are on number 14, right?
Yes.
My number 14, honestly, this could be a lot higher because I do like this song a lot. But I put Imaginary Friend by ITZY at number 14.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying Imagine Dragons for a split fucking second.
Okay, I also did, but I wasn't going to say
No.
Because I said, certainly that's my own stupid brain, but little did I know it was the stupid hive mind.
No, both of y'all think the worst of me. Why would I ever put Imagine Dragons on
here? It wasn't that. It's just that our minds auto-filled the worst case scenario for some reason.
That for whatever reason. Because also, besides just what you may listen to, this is a K-pop podcast.
Yes.
But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're totally good. I really like this song a lot. Again, it could be a lot higher depending on the day. I know when it came out, I listened to it nonstop. I think this is such a fresh sound for them, for me, but I've also not listened to all of its discography. So don't hold me to that fucking statement. My first sort of thought with this song was like, wow, thank God Leah's back. I think her presence in this song is very much needed and very, very good. I'm glad she got to open it. And then I also don't tend to watch music videos a lot, just because, whatever. But I did watch this one a lot, and I really specifically love that little freak Yuna. She did it for me visually, and I love the way she dances with a little extra. She was getting her shit.
She's such a freak in that MV in the best way.
She was getting her shit, and I loved it. I loved watching that video. I like that. I like that whole song. It's good.
Very nice.
Yeah, all right. Then I don't have much to say because my 13 was steady, and we talked about it. The only thing I will add is that I tend to be pretty quiet when I'm in my room. I don't think I make a lot of noise, but if there was ever a song to get me echoing through the house, it's Steady. I forgot to say that, but that's it, because we already talked about it. 13 for me is Steady by NCT Wish.
Good song.
So Lotus, you can go right ahead.
Yep, my number 13 is I Got You by Twice. The Twice release schedule, a little bit thin this year, but I do like I Got You out of all the songs they released the most. It is I'm pretty sure it's a full English song, yeah? And those tend to be a little hit or miss with me for Twice. I mean, in general, in K-pop, I think sometimes they just get a little bit too commercial. I Got You, extremely commercial, but somehow I still like it. I think it hits a lot of the beats that are nice about Twice, including like the fact that they have been together for such a long time and they seem to get along very well is a fun part of that. The MV itself, I think, is really pretty too. It's nice to see groups like shoot on location and shoot like on a boat and on these pretty cliffs and with natural light. It gives the MV like a really premium feel that you don't often get to see because everything is on a set or a green screen. And yeah, I don't know. It's nice to have a little cozy kind of heartwarming song from Twice. Even speaking as someone who mostly just wants top 100s pop songs like Talk That Talk and I Can't Stop Me.
I was going to say
nice
Talk
break.
That Talk, baby.
I mean, it's one of the best.
Yeah.
I Got You.
Agree.
Just okay at a number 13, but a strong okay. It is Twice after all.
It is Twice after all.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
My number 13 is, this one could also be a lot higher again. This was a fixation for me, this song. I heard it very late in the year, but it's going to be Brought the Heat Back by Hypen. This song may be my favorite song from them. I can't lie.
Really?
It's very, this song gets stuck in my head often. Earworm, baby. It's strange. It's a little spooky. It's a little cheeky and a little toxic. I think it's fun. The music video is super fun. It kind of reminds me of a little Thriller. There's flying fish. They're really fucking aggressively nailing Nikki in a coffin, which I thought was funny. There's a weirdo ass cat at the end with strange morphing features. I don't know if it's AI.
It's a werecat, baby.
It's a werecat. It's got a strange little nose, so it always kind of unsettled me. But it did add to the effect. It's just a good song. I think everybody looks really good in there. I like Oh Fuck Me. He sung with his pink hair. I think he looks really sweet. But other than that, it's a good song. It's not hyping. I'm glad I got to get back to them because I didn't really care about them for a bunch of years.
Yeah, I know I'll never make Azalea an engine, but when I wanted to play, I'd put on Brought the Heat Back, just to pretend that we were in it together.
When you bought your 3 albums from them.
I don't really buy albums anymore, but I do have the full set of Hypen.
Yeah, I just have to call you out because we went
You
to the K-pop store
specifically.
the other day and I said, "Oh, Danny, were you planning on getting anything?" And you said, "No, I haven't really been buying albums lately." And I snapped my neck to look at you because not 2 months ago, I think, you bought 3 or 4 Hypen albums.
I did buy all 3 albums.
I do need to interject because it was the
Romance
specificity.
Untold.
It was the specificity of, no, I haven't bought a set of albums in a very long time.
Yeah, it wasn't even K-pop albums. I said I haven't bought a full set in so long.
Exactly.
You thought the last time you did was Between 1 and 2 by Twice, but no, it had been it had been less than 60 days.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's okay.
can't
That's
say
why we
anything.
love you. You're a quirky individual.
I just okay, sure. Just fuck me then. I don't know. Sometimes I forget I like Hypen. Shall we move on to 12?
Girl, go ahead.
All right, my 12th song is Keshki by Evni. This is their first Japanese release. If you don't know Evni, they are technically a project group. I don't know how long. Wait, no, I don't think it's Evni. I think it's Even.
Oh
I
my
think they're
fucking
pronounced
god.
Even.
That's
Well,
not the
here's-
way it's spelled.
And here's the thing too. It doesn't matter how you're actually supposed to pronounce it because the majority of people listening to this, no matter how much they're into K-pop, would have no fucking idea who you are talking about. It is Evni, Evnne.
Yeah.
It's Evening because their group name meaning, I just looked it up, is Evening's newest étoile.
Oh, a star?
Atoll? Yeah,
They're
sure.
a star?
So
Okay.
it's Eve, whatever. Evni is a project group that is formed from Boys Planet members who did not debut until Zero Base One. I would say it's the people who are very genuinely talented, but don't have the charisma or face to get mass votes by K-pop stans.
Yeah. I would even say just the face.
Well, I think charisma is a big thing too, because I'd say there are members in Zero Base One who don't have the face but had the charisma, or at least as seen by the way Mnet edited the show. You just saw them more.
So would you say the members of Evni have charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent?
Lotus, I swear to God, if you do your Itaewon Gay Club thing right now.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it earlier, but I decided to go for this instead. I will not say it.
The hairs on the back of my neck were tingling with that setup. But as I was saying, they are a project group. I don't know how long they'll be together, but I have liked almost every single that they've put out. I don't listen to their full albums, because I don't need to. But this is their first Japanese song. I think it may be a fan song. I don't know. But I think this is how most K-pop groups need to do Japanese music. Not a K-pop song that they have put Japanese lyrics onto, but a song that feels like it is influenced by Japanese music. Azalea said it already. This kind of doesn't mean anything, but when you hear it, you understand it. This sounds like a very classic, low-key indie pop anime opening.
A duvet. Is that what that song is called?
A duvet?
Is it not called duvet?
Like from Serial Experiments Lane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think Evni is so incredibly talented. And I did not have this song on my list initially. I had a different song by them. And then this song came out at the start of November, and immediately it replaced the song I did have.
There we go.
Nice.
There you go. Lotus, you're number 12.
Baby, it's New Woman by Lisa featuring Rosalia.
Ow, ow, ow.
This song is fucking excellent. It's one of the best music videos of the year just because it appears to have an actual artistic lens to it.
Wow.
I forget exactly where it is. I'm going to say 145, maybe 130 into the music video when Rosalia's verse starts and they do the transition where Lisa's blowing her hair. She shakes her hair into her face and it turns into Rosalia. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's so good. There's really nice and fun outfits in this video. We said it when we first talked about the song when it came out, but Rosalia is an extremely good feature, especially for someone like Lisa, where she's really talented, but she's not going to overshadow you, but she is really good to play off of, and I think they play off of each other really well. Maybe that's part of why the music video chooses to play them next to each other so much. It feels like a real collab. And they both kind of just feel like they're firing on all cylinders. It's really, really good. And it's nice to see a change of pace from Lisa, where she is also kind of, I have to assume to some extent, just kind of surrendering to the whims of her team, the production team, the art team, the beauty team, and is just like, make me look as talented as I am. And they fucking did that.
They did that.
The makeup is so stunning in this MV too. It is one of those songs where, as much as I like to listen to it, it only gets docked points. Like, it only falls out of the top 10 because I don't want to listen to it. I just want to watch the music video, which happens a lot, frankly. It is better as a complete experience as opposed to just a song. Because that MV, mwah.
Amazing.
Love that song.
You could analyze it forever if you felt like it. I don't, but I could. But that's my number 12.
You could, and I'm sure someone has.
Someone has to have. Come on.
You know, Reddit. You'll find a million threads.
Don't go to Reddit.
Because that's where it'll be. A Reddit.
I stay on Reddit. You could find anything on Reddit.
Don't go to Reddit.
I didn't start using Reddit till last year, so it's still pretty nice to me.
Anyways, Azalea, what's your number 12?
Hi. My number 12 is LTNS by DK, not from 17, but from Icon. I don't fucking listen to Icon. I only know one of their songs. I mean, it's true. I don't mean it no kind of way.
Fuck the Iconics listening to this podcast.
I don't mean it in no kind of way. I just don't look out for him. But hey, wow, I like this dude's voice a lot. It's very light and raspy. He's singing mournfully about lost love, reminiscing. grieving, moody, bassy. There's also a very sexy electric guitar out of nowhere in the third act that I really like. And
Love
it's just
that.
it's just underneath his whisper of a voice. Oh, I like this song so much. This could also be really high, but this is more what I'm feeling a little emo.
You're not always feeling emo is the thing.
The thing is, I'm like 90% feeling emo, and then today I wasn't in the emo phase, so it had to be bumped down to 12.
But as we said, your list is whatever order it needs to be in on that day for you.
Exactly. I don't even know why I have numbers.
Because we made you.
Exactly.
Because
I'm following the rules.
Exactly.
I'm a rule follower.
All right then. Number 11. I think one of you guys had this artist as your number 11. Lucy is my number 11 song, but it's Complex from the Villain album.
I see.
Yes, I love Lucy when they make very fun, almost cacophonous music. And I think this is it. It's cacophonous but not noisy because they're very talented, as we've said. But as the title would suggest, this song is all about having a complex and being ugly and kind of arguing back against the idea that you aren't ugly. And I think they do a very good job of conveying that in the song. It's slightly bitter sounding. You feel like you're going in circles just listening to it. I love it. I love how they have moments where they just kind of yell, "Warning! Warning!" Great.
Oh, that
Gives me
scared me.
everything. Because it's a warning.
You sounded like a siren for real.
It's really good. I don't think Lucy will ever disappoint. I don't think it's just not going to happen. But
at this
that's
point, we're
my
basically
number.
just waiting for them to go to the military. That's the only way they're going to disappoint is when they inevitably have to go to the military.
And frankly, I think there are only 2 members who still have to. Well, there's only 4 total.
So
but
half
I think
of them, but
half the group has gone and half the group have to go. And I'll mourn, but I will also have at least 10 albums to listen to.
Well, and the thing is,
meantime.
too, they have 2 separate vocalists and they have 2 separate producers, and those are not the same pairs of people. So theoretically, even if 2 leave, they could still put together releases.
They do lose a drummer and a bassist, though.
But hey, violin, guitar, and singing, that's not bad.
It's enough.
If they want to make some
enough.
lo-fi stuff, just get them a little what are they called? The little
a
thingies
MIDI
that
board?
they just make beats. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Then they're fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but there's not a lot I can say about the song, I think, because at this point, I've at least talked Lucy into the ground.
We've talked about them a lot because they're good. Listen to Lucy.
They're just good. I feel like if you aren't listening to them at this point, maybe you just don't want to listen to good music, but I don't know. Useless. Not my business to say. Complex by Lucy. If you want a song about being ugly, because you're ugly, it's good. Lotus.
My number 11, we talked about a bit relatively recently, all things considered, but it's going to be Instead! Exclamation point by Extraordinary Heroes featuring YB Yunzo Hyun off of Live and Fall. This is technically a B-side, but damn, this is the best song on that fucking album. Don't at me.
It's so good.
It's very good.
It's like we said, you have more than one vocalist. None of them can scream, or maybe none of them know how to do it safely. Who's to say? So just get someone to do it for you on the chorus. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's excellent. And like we said, it really finally feels like Extraordinary Heroes have kind of stepped into their own with this album.
Yes. Oh my God.
Huge step ups in performance and I think also charisma. The styling on this album is a little weird to me. I don't mind it. My only problem is that it's like every member of the group, or maybe I'll be generous and say pairs, all feel like they're coming and pulling from different eras and genres of rock and metal music. And so they look really weird next to each other, but they look fine individually. It's odd.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my only problem with it. Other than that, I mean, I play this song all the time because it's just a good time.
Great song.
Yeah, it's a very good metal song from Extraordinary
It's just a
Heroes.
straight up metal song.
Yeah. Just technically very good considering what they've normally done, which isn't bad, but it's not this.
It's just not this, right? Yeah. I mean, that whole album's pretty solid, but I think instead stands out a lot. A lot of it is to do with the feature. I did not know that Yoon Do-hyun knew how to do this, honestly, but I am not mad at it. It's a very impressive performance on it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my number 11. Azalea?
We spoke about my number 11, The Night Who Can't Die, and it's still created by
right.
Lucy.
It was, yeah.
It was me. Good song. Good song. Can't say enough about it.
Okay, then. Are we ready for the mysterious top 10?
It's so
Yeah,
mysterious.
All right, then let's head straight to the top 10. This song was mentioned, and so I had to stay quiet while it was discussed.
Oop.
But my 10th song, is Last Festival by TWS.
Good song.
Hey, there it is.
You know, it was their last song of the year. I think it is a very good conclusion to the sort of TWS cinematic universe that they built over the course of 12 months. It's a little more low-key. They calmed it down a bit, although they do still dance very hard in the song. Musically, sonically, it's a little toned down from what they normally do. And I think because of that, you can hear how the singers sound a bit more. And I think they sound so sweet when they sing. Truly, like young people singing who maybe weren't singers, but went to a vocal coach and learned how to hit a very clean note. And I like that. That's all I have to add. We've already discussed Last Festival, so we can move on to Lotus's number 10.
My number 10 song of the year, Supernova by aespa. I mean, it's a really good song. It's nice to see aespa continuing to be like quite experimental, I would say. Even some of their songs that are less successful, they're always gonna do something. Like, it's strange when you're a group and drama is your most boring song, which is also a song that I really like. That means you're doing something strange. And I think we all kind of looked around the room and were confused when Supernova came out, because this is even more left field than before. Even though it does contain like some aespa mainstays of the rapping and the singing and just kind of the way that they exude their charisma, but a much different dance performance than usual, and just like, yeah, it's just kind of out of left field, and I really like them doing something new. The MV, very weird. I can understand if people don't like the AI thing at the end, but I do think it's funny. And with aespa, it's actually their concept, and it is a consistent it's a background thing, but they do ask questions about what it means to live in like the age of AI and stuff, broadly speaking. So I think it's fun. And they're getting up to shenanigans in that MV. Winter is a psychopath, and I love it.
She's so fun in that video.
She's so funny. And then also Ning Ning just like terrorizing Giselle for no discernible reason. It's good. Everyone showed up to work that day.
Yes.
I agree. aespa had a really good year last year.
Yeah, that's true. Very good year. Redeemed themselves. That's what netizens are saying. aespa redeemed themselves at the awards with their performance.
Okay.
Right.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah, right.
Shut the fuck up, though. I don't care.
Yeah, you're not totally wrong, but shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
I don't know if their choreographer just got way better if they fired them and got a fucking new one. Christ.
Right.
And also give them a shitload of backup dancers, finally.
Yes. Usually we're on the side of no backup dancers, but give aespa a little something.
They could use some depth.
Especially when you have 4 wayfish women. If you don't get some fucking backup dancers on that stage, come on. You have money.
My number 10 song, we're entering a new trifecta. Let's see if y'all can guess it.
Okay.
My number 10 song is going to be Heaven by Taeyeon from A Girl's Generation. Wow, girl, you're so good when you leave the Swiftie realm. Oh my god, I don't know why you go back. I don't know why that's your soft spot. Yes, it's so fucking bad. But anyway, this is, I would say also kind of a typical retro poppy sound, but she sounds like an angel on it. And she is my problematic fave. I do love her a lot. So I'll listen to anything she puts out, but oh my god, thank God she pulled out a good song. by the end of last year. Because girl, she was
they
pissed
can't
me
all
off.
be I Envy You. They can't all be your song of the year.
No. And I love that song. This one's nowhere near I Envy You status, but it is good. It's good. It's a good little vibey retro pop song. I like it a lot.
Okay. Well then, number 9, shall we? Mine is Sami Dare by And Team. And Team releases a lot of music throughout the year as they gear up for their end of the year album. So it's a little bit difficult, I think, to pick the top song because there's always going to be one. But I like this so much. I don't know if it's as much of a theme this year for me, but I do like a slightly twee, sad song, you know? And that's all this is. This is truly, I believe this was their spring song. A very, April showers bring May flowers type song.
Yeah, I think Sami Dare literally means May rain.
So exactly that, and it sounds like it. That's the video. I love the video.
They're good on that concept this year.
They're good on it this year, and it's hard being a wolf boy, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I love that message.
I hate that
Your
you
pack
said
leader was
that.
killed. Things are hard. There's a weird power dynamic going on, but like they'll get better, and I think that's a really beautiful message, and I think the song conveys that very well, and I mean that as a joke, but also seriously.
You don't have to say joke.
So you could have just said, I mean it seriously. You didn't have to lie.
I'm playing a little bit, but I'm also serious.
You're being a little flippant, but you mean it 110%.
Yeah.
110%. I think we talked about this a while ago where Hypen kind of lost their vampire concept for a while, but Anteam kept it up, and Anteam continues to keep it up. I love it.
Good job.
But that's
They have not
Go
strayed.
ahead.
That's all I was gonna say.
They've not strayed, and they don't get campy about it either. It's very. Let me not.
Some side songs are a little. Deer Hunter's pretty camp. IMO.
It's a little. No, that's true. And I guess you would say War Cry is too, but I don't think War Cry is camp. I just think it's very actualized.
It's deep in the concept, not actualized.
This bitch said actualized. But also, camp is unintentional at its best, so hey.
That's also true. But that's my number 9 song. Just a good little, we're sad now, but like it gets better. I love how in the choreography they're smiling, just full on picture day smiles during the parts where it's supposed to be a little more positive.
Yes, and it's so jarring in the MV because they are beating the living shit out of each other in the mud while it's pouring rain. While I forget, I think maybe it's Taki who's just like, he has the last photo of all of them together or whatever, and it drops in the rain, and he's like crying, trying to pick it up and protect it while they're all fighting. And then dead cut to him, center in the choreo. Everyone's wearing pink. There's cherry blossoms falling, and they're like, "Yay, Sami da 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 da."
I love it. That's exactly what I kind of want in music. This music video. But that's all I've got to say for it. Lotus, do you mind?
My number 9. Hey, can we talk about Shoot It Out by One Week?
Hey, good song!
Can we talk about Shoot It Out by One Wee? I mean, y'all know on the pod, just in general, we are big One Wee fans. Similar to Lucy, what can we say? They're really fucking good at what they do. They continue to do it casually every single year. And they have brought it to you once again with the album Planet 9 Isotropy. Shoot It Out, one thing we should mention, it's not the lead single off of this album, but it is, strangely, it does have the most title track energy. It's the song that you would have expected them to promote. And so in some ways I'm kind of confused that they didn't, but the whole album's a good listen. Shoot It Out is just the most energetic. It probably has the most impressive vocal performance and also guitar performance, because Kanghyun goes kind of fucking crazy on this song. When just in general, him coming back from the military, he has kind of gone crazy on most of their songs.
Yes.
It's a tasty solo from Kanghyun, and I want to give him his flowers for that, but it's just an excellent song. Everybody's going together. I think we said this earlier in the year, but Dongmyung appears to have, I don't know how or why or what he did, but he seems to be a much better singer than he was. And he was never a bad singer, but now I'm actively like, oh, he is a good singer doing good vocal parts, which is obviously very difficult to do when you're singing next to Yanghoon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good choice. Azalea, would you like to go next?
Yes, I would. My number 9 song is, well, I don't think it's going to shock anybody on this list. It's going to be Impossible by Rise.
Woo!
Oh, I'm shocked it's not higher.
Yeah, me too. Hey,
You too?
Consistent banger all the way through, though. I don't know why Rise doesn't stay here. Well, because it'll probably get tired.
And also because it's SM. They're not going to stay anywhere.
I was gonna say also, but they'd be getting tired on anything they do.
They do.
The cardio on those young men. I know when they're sitting still, their heart rate. People think that they're dead.
Yes.
1 heartbeat every minute.
A casual 25. And
Yes.
they're just sitting.
They're just sitting.
Great cardiovascular strength, those young boys. But
Exactly.
yes, this is a great song. The video, well, I don't give a fuck about the video. The dance is what we need to talk about, though. Oh my god, if I could dance, I would be doing this up and down.
Y'all would just catch me spinning throughout the apartment.
Exactly.
Yes. It's the same as like when you see somebody flip, you're like, oh my God, so annoying. Why are they flipping again? But if you yourself could flip, you also would only flip.
I would only flip.
To me, it's the same energy of like, I don't know if y'all remember where you were in whatever year it was on the internet when you saw those 3 people doing Rasputin from Just Dance for the first time.
Oh, incredible.
But it was very that of like just seeing 3 people who are so in sync and so like they've created actual choreo out of it and just being like, wow, people can really dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song's great. I listen to it in the shower all the time.
It's really good. I'm glad they ended up going with this choreo because I don't know if y'all have seen the videos of what it was originally going to be.
Yes.
It was a lot more like duck walking, which I love, but I don't think suits the song so well. And this is just so fun and so free, and they make it look so effortless.
I agree. Yeah, they're
They
fucking
look
floating.
so light.
I just think it's cool.
Shout out to Shotaro, center.
Woo.
I mean, in every song he should be. But my number 8, we've moved on to a new number, is going to be No Doubt by Enhypen.
You love this song.
I fucking love this song. Basically, everything Azalea said about Brought the Heat Back is how I feel about No Doubt. I will also say that Jungwon and Heesung really, I think, make this song a good song. I think they have the best parts. I think they have the best performances. I think they look the best, even. But beyond that, for as long as I have known music, I have been a big fan of a well-executed auto-tune.
Yes.
And most of Enhypen's music, a lot of their music is auto-tuned, but this one is auto-tuned to filth, but still keeps their voices intact, where you can tell that there is a different person singing each part. And I think that's very important with auto-tune. This is also a bass boosted song. The music video is fun and strange. I don't know what is happening, but like I don't care. I enjoy watching it. And I don't normally care too much about the outfits in a music video. I let Lotus discuss that. But for this one, I really like their final outfits. The full, I'll say leather outfits that they wear that are super close cut to the body, and the jackets are slightly cropped. Love it. They look great. Amazing song. I've got nothing more to say.
Good song.
Nice.
Go ahead, Lotus.
Yeah, I'll do my number 8 song, Ascendio by Ive. Ascendio, I think, was, for a lot of people, a little bit of a surprise because Heya came out, and I think that's a very catchy song. I think it's fun. Ascendio was a B-side off of that album, and I didn't know that they were going to promote it. I listened to it, and I said, that's a pretty nice song. I enjoy it. But oh, baby. That music video makes every single part of it. It's so, this is camp for real.
Yes, it does.
And it's also because I'm certain that a certain amount of the camp is intentional, but a lot of it isn't. And that's what makes it so fun. There are the parts where they're doing their schlocky Star Trek fighting the mirrorverse villain versions of themselves. They do have the better outfits. Very sad because they changed out of their, Sailor Scout looking uniforms, which aren't available on any physical album, which should be illegal.
It should be illegal.
It should be illegal because those outfits look so beautiful, and they are certainly relatively expensive because they were custom. It looks like to me.
Death penalty.
Death penalty, yes, electric chair. But I think the storytelling in this MV is fun. I love an MV where it's not just a concept, it is a concept and a little bit of storytelling, and it being modern day witch stuff is just extra fun. The song itself is just a nice pop song, as Ive tends to make, I think, but it does have that Ive strange sprinkle of magic they put in there, where sometimes it sounds like it's 3 songs and it doesn't work, but sometimes it sounds like it's 2 songs and it really works. That's where Ascendio falls for me. And yeah, I love them hamming it up, pretending to be villains, pretending to be innocent little my scepter, what's gonna happen? And it's a lovely experience and really fun to listen to, even divorced from the music video, as much as it does elevate it. So yeah, my number 8.
Perfect. We've come to the last of my second trifecta. The last trifecta. It's all SM groups, but also this is
is that the theme?
Yeah, it's all people from SM. It's truly a thread. There's nothing fucking there to it. I just was like, oh, look at that, all together. But my number 8 song is Pleasure Shop by Key.
Oh, I forgot that came out this year.
Hi Gay, love this
Hi,
song. Key releases solid singles as a solo artist often. I think there's only one that I don't really care about too much. But this one may be my favorite. I like, he always has fun packaging. This one's kind of kooky. Is it just like a fucking martini glass? Hey, I don't know. They let him do whatever the fuck he wants on fucking SM, and I think it's fun. This is a good song. Also kind of retro-y, like he tends to do. Very poppy. It's just a good time. It's a good vibe.
It's just a good vibe. Okay, then. My number 7 is unfortunately going to be very quick. There did come a point where I set the playlist and I didn't care to move it around much anymore. So this song is, at this point in time, much higher than it should be. It probably could have dropped down to somewhere between 15 and 20.
Oh my god. Okay.
Huge drop.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's Supersonic by Promise 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's on mine's pretty low.
Nothing bad about it.
No.
But it's one of the few songs that has reached overplayed status for me specifically.
I see.
And so I don't go to it much anymore, but like if it comes, I tend to listen to music like 6 hours out of my day at minimum. So like if it comes up, hour 4 of me listening to music, I'll keep it on. But if it's very early, it's a skip.
I also found myself skipping it a lot when it would pop up.
So that's on me. That's not on Promise 9. That's on me.
No, it's a good song.
It's a good song. It is my number 7. But Lotus, you can go right ahead.
My number 7, Howling by XG off of their album Awe. Like we said, XG makes good fucking music, and this song is so excellent. XG has a lot of music that I really like. Howling, kind of a sleeper hit for me, because I didn't super love, what was it called? With the grills.
Woke Up?
Yes, I wasn't super fond of Woke Up. It's a significantly more rap-heavy track, so I kind of knew I wouldn't, but there's still elements of it that I enjoy. So Howling came out, I saw the cover, and it's obviously in conversation with Woke Up, because they're kind of the 2 big leads off of that album. Oh man, the song is so fucking good. We'll just start with, this is one of the most crack cocaine pre-chorus chorus combos in K-pop from this year, period. It is so excellent. This is a 7-member group. They only have 3 people who sing, and they ate that pre-chorus chorus combo right the fuck up. There is not a bridge that they cannot cross. I could listen to just that part over and over and over again. It is the best part of the song, but I actually do like the raps on this quite a lot. Again, you do kind of have a group that is mostly inspired by like kind of 2000s-ish hip hop and rap like divas. And it's very obvious, especially in things like Left Right, that like they're kind of serious about that shit. They think of themselves as rappers. It's not entirely like a commercial thing, at least in my opinion. However, they are also rapping in their second and sometimes third language. So the most that you generally hope for lyrically is something clever. And I think there's a lot of fun little clever lines. I think the flow is pretty decent the entire way through and like very consistent and fun. Music video, also bizarre feast for the eyes, where it's kind of this alien thing, but it's also kind of like a 15th century Amaterasu hunting giants with your pack kind of shit.
I love it.
I think it goes super hard. Just wild ass makeup, just doing whatever they feel like, and it's extremely fun.
Can I break a rule?
Because you want to talk about it now?
Can I break a rule?
Fuck it. Fuck it. Why not?
This is my number 5. I love this song.
Work. I knew it would be on your list too, because I think both of us listened to it. First listen, we said, yeah, it's all right. Second listen, oh no, injected into my veins.
Exactly that. It was really on the second listen where I was like, wait, hold on. I really love this.
I didn't get it before, but I get it now.
I so get it. You're trying to fucking tell me they opened this goddamn song with a jazzy detective gumshoe noir ass song with a wolf howl? Fuck off.
Yeah, the sample of the wolf howl is used so well, which is not something I ever thought I'd say, even for like an A&T and one in hype, but I never thought I'd say that shit. Because it is just a straight up raw wolf howl sample accompanied by either a little bit of a beat, a little bit of synth, or one of the girls singing. Because part of the chorus is that they go ow, ow. To the wolf howl, and somehow it sounds really, really good. It barely even, it should be cornier than it is.
I love it. It works so well.
It works so well.
They're talking their shit on this track, and honestly, I think this is actually good lyricism.
Yeah, a lot of it is, how do I put it? It's when Nicki Minaj is phoning it in, where the actual lyricism is not really clever or cool or like well thought out, but it's fun rhymes connecting fun concepts and just kind of nothing else in like a very simple rhyme scheme. Exactly. So like it works and it's fun, but it's nothing crazy. The other thing I'll say, there's sections of this music video that are shot in black and white, like kind of as if they're on a trail cam with like glowing eyes and glowing teeth and stuff, similar to some sections of Roar by The Boys. This is way better. One of the things I said for Roar by The Boys, which was in my top 25 last year, is that I wish they had more of those sequences because they look so good. And XG said, bet, we'll do that. And I said, thank you so much.
Thank you, XG, for a good year.
Thank you, XG. Thank you, Giant Hinata, from the music video. So shoot, that's my number 7. Yeah, if you want to go Azalea.
That's right. I broke the rules. Okay. My number 7 is Virtual Angel by Artemis. I know you guys didn't like this album. I did like this album.
It was just too samey for me. That's it. It's not that they were bad.
Yeah, I hear that and I can understand. Virtual Angel, let's get the shit out the way. This was a choice to release the music video in the way that it was first, and also second, because the edited version is not much better. But
no.
If you go ahead and you watch the edited versions that fans created, I like the look of the music video.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of shots that are interesting. It's just, it's just the editing.
Seizure inducing. Why the fuck would you do that? I don't know. I don't know. But honestly, the lyrics have this like a fan song, and if fan songs sound like this, I would have never complained. Truly, it was either between this and Birth, because I also agree Birth is the most interesting song on this album for sure. But this just kind of makes me feel like nostalgic and kind of like, oh, this is a nice song. I like it a lot. And then I also really like their looks a lot in this. So the song title is apt. They do look like virtual angels.
Oh, yeah. They nailed the Y2K thing top to bottom better than most groups did. Because that's obviously been an ongoing thing for the last, I don't know, year and a half.
Yeah.
And they did the dang thing.
They did the dang thing. So that's my number 7.
Okay, then. My number 6 is Save Me by Extraordinary Heroes.
Oh, come on,
they did
Christian.
make it.
So they were always going to make it. It was just a matter of where.
I thought so.
It was brought to my attention recently because I've never put words to it, but Azalea helped me. I really, really, really seem to like a Christian type of song.
You sure do, mama.
Not black gospel, but like the church brand is set up on stage and they're ready to fucking go.
You didn't know this?
I didn't put words to a Lotus, no. And then Lotus, and
It's
then
just
Azalea.
that you joke so much about loving youth pastor music that I assumed that
Yeah.
you made the connection.
It didn't click. It didn't click.
I see.
No,
I
because
see.
it truly was.
You thought
it
it was
truly
a
was
bit.
a joke.
Ah.
Yeah, and then like I continue to listen to this and like a few other
Flyleaf,
songs.
this song.
Hey, it's just a Christian, like, and like Christian in the sense that it's the pastor wears jeans on stage.
Yes, non-denominational church.
Non-denominational Christian church.
The
yes.
pastor wears jeans and some Jeff Keighley sneakers.
Right. And they're totally cool with gay people, quote unquote.
They
Quote,
yes, like it's not about that. It's not about that at all.
It's about Christ.
It's about Christ and only Christ.
Unfortunately, that is what this song is, and not even just because of the references, like in the pleas to God. It's just the sound.
Yes, absolutely. It's great though.
It's great. The way Juyeon, who is the youngest member, and I forget what instrument he plays because everybody plays instruments and there's a lot of them, but he has the long hair in the group usually. The way he wails and kind of moans through his please God part is so good. Honestly, that is why this song is number 6 on my list and not a different song, because the rest of it is good, but it's truly that part that I want to listen to over and over again. And it's enough for it to be this high on my list.
If a bitch can wail, there you go.
If a bitch can wail, I'm there.
It'll be on the list.
It's just on the list. I like the song. I love a non-denominational type beat. Christian vibes.
You sure do, Mama. And I love it for you.
Thank you, Lotus.
My number 6, we already talked about it. I talked about it a little bit also, but without saying where it was, it is Impossible by Rise.
Good song.
Yeah, a similar thing happened to me where it was much higher on my list. I think it was number 3 or so is where I had placed it, and it just fell down a little bit. I've listened to it a lot, and it still bangs. It is mostly me being a little bit more realistic about the fact that when I said I was listening to it, what I meant is I was watching Full Focused Rise, Impossible 4K, Be Original from Studio Choom, and not listening to the song by itself as much. So it just got knocked down a couple of spots because, it's great. It is excellent, but it is that choreo doing a lot of the work, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, so we can move on to Azalea, your number 6.
My number 6 has also been spoken about previously. It's going to be New Woman featuring Rosalia by Lisa.
Woo! Nice.
I love this song. This song's really good. Not much can be said. All I wrote was, ooh, women.
And that's it.
They look beautiful in this video.
That's what people need to know about your opinion. Are the women good? Yes or no?
Yes. I'm
Excellent.
pleasantly surprised for this song. I really, really, really love Rosalia's breakdown. It stops the song in a really good way. Oof.
Yeah. It's impressive for a feature to be able to do that and still feel like a feature.
Exactly. So I love this song. This is also a very frequent shower song for me.
Oh yeah, that one I've heard.
Yeah. That and Impossible
Yeah.
on rotation.
Yeah.
Okay, then if we're moving into the top 5,
True
my
prestigious.
5th song has been discussed. It was discussed a while ago even. It is Strawberry Rush by
I knew it.
Choose.
I
Good
knew
song.
When you
I
didn't say
can't-
anything, I said I know it's deep in there.
I mean, where the fuck else would it be?
It's true. It's true.
This song came out. I listened to it and I said, "Hold on," and then I listened to it maybe 10 more times the day it came out. I probably went out to the living room and then watched the video again.
Yep.
There's not much to say. I have written notes for every song on this list. The only thing I wrote for Chu is Chu as a soloist is powerful, and that's all you can really say about it.
True.
Sometimes that's all you need to say. And then also, I mean, one thing we've talked about before is just her vocal tone
Yeah.
and just
she's,
how unique and beautiful it is.
Yeah, she's very talented.
Yes, and like regardless of how you feel about the sound of her voice, you know that regardless, she is so talented in hitting every note as it is intended to be hit. You don't hear that a lot. But overall, I like how she sounds so sad. I know she doesn't mean to be, but she sounds so sad sometimes, and I really enjoy that
She just
mixed
has a
in
good
with this
voice.
very
It's
cute
layered.
song. It's layered, it's true, and that's my number 5.
Woo, woo, woo.
So
Very
Lotus,
nice.
you can go ahead.
Yep, getting into the prestigious top 5, I got my double dip, and that is Whiplash by aespa,
Also
because
good.
I am nothing if not gay in a very
Yes.
particular way.
That's true.
Love gay
I am nothing
music.
if not a very particular type of gay person.
I do
And
know
this
that
is-
about you.
And this is a particular kind of gay music that I just fucking love. It's one of those things where in my dreams I thought, oh, I know aespa would nail something like this, but I didn't think that they would do it. Then we got Supernova, and I said, wow. And I mean, it's not going to get better than this. That they basically did it great, and then they put out Whiplash, and it's just that. It's like the rational part of my brain is like Supernova is a much more interestingly composed,
Right.
interestingly shot, concepted music video,
Sure.
but it's not Whiplash.
Whiplash is my favorite out of the ones they've released last year.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I just love Whiplash. It is nauseatingly earwormy. They got Winter in that fuck ass bob because she would be too powerful with her crimped blonde hair that she somehow looks so beautiful in.
Yes, I love her look in there.
So beautiful. And then we already talked to about Giselle with the pink hair. Has really really come into her own, even among the other members who, I mean, we'll be honest, the people criticizing aespa for not having strong stage presence was true. They also had
Yes.
fucking awful choreography for
Yes.
since
Yes.
since they debuted, except Black Mamba, IMO.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it's just different. They have all the backup dancers. It's a little bit of a Vogue thing. I wish it was more. However, on the bright side, I can go to Instagram.com and get a bunch of gay people in my phone voguing to it. So it's fine. I have my fill. And yeah, I love that it's minimal. I love that it's shot exactly like a Cadwallader Mugler commercial. It's great. Only thing's bad is Ning Ning's edges, but we can fix that in post. It's okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
I
We
listen
don't
to
have to
it.
worry about those.
When I'm in the gym, I am completely out of breath and still mouthing Whiplash to myself and no one else, because no one else is ever in there. And that's the impact of this song. So you can move on to your number 5, Azalea.
We spoke about my number 5. It was Howling by XG.
Oh, that's right. You cheated. Or not cheated.
I cheated.
You
I
flexed
broke the
rules
rules.
a little. It was just a bend of the rules. It wasn't too much cheating.
Right. Because we technically don't quite have a rule about once we're in the top 10 how we go about that.
No, we definitely do, but
We
that's
do.
okay.
Not quite. Not quite.
Excluding our top 10, we have to reveal any songs on
Yeah,
our list when they're
girl, what you
revealed by
talk
someone
about?
else. That's what the rule says. It is, but that's why it's not fully breaking the rules, though. It's just bending them significantly.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with calling a break, but hey, if y'all want to give me that,
Maybe I
that's
just
okay
want you to
too.
be bad.
Girl, I'm bad. I've been bad.
I just want you to be bad.
Like Whiplash? Does anyone know I've been bad?
Yes.
It's all coming together. It's all connected. Oh, perfect.
Okay,
Anyways, moving on.
We'll move on to 4 then. My 4th song of the year is Moon Tour by Taeyong from NCT off of his Tap mini album. This is the absolute oldest song on my playlist. The album came out in February. The song has been on my playlist since February. I absolutely, with all my heart, love the B-sides off of this album. Like a lot of talented rappers in K-pop, when they go solo, they choose to sing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Taeyong has a very specific sound when he sings, almost as if that is just his voice, and it is. But this song is so floaty and ethereal. It is one of the few songs in not even just this playlist, but just in all of my playlists that I don't listen to when I work. I don't listen to often during the day when I'm trying to get shit done. It is specifically a nighttime. I'm laying in bed, my fan is on, the lights are off, my eyes are closed. I'm playing this. I don't have a lot of songs like that.
A personal song.
It's a personal song. I'm winding down. He's just singing. He sounds like he's in space because it's a moon tour. And that's it. There's not much to the lyrics. It's a very simple song. he still sounds kind of weird with the way that he chooses to rhyme words, especially like tour and such.
Make the
But
English
that's
language
just-
yours. That's what we say about K-pop. Do whatever you
Yeah,
want with the English
that's-
language. It's yours now.
That's
Who
what
give
you.
a fuck?
That's what you're supposed to do. Cause like he somewhat rhymes power, hour, and tour together, kind of, sorta.
A mansions in
just-
Wisconsin sort of situation.
You know, a tumbling trampoline, as RM has said.
Right.
Like it's we're just
secret
playing
recipe.
around to create a very beautiful sound. But yeah, I love this album. I think Azalea, because again, prior to moving, me and Azalea were on the phone a lot. I think no less than 50 times. If NCT was mentioned, if he was mentioned, the first words out of my mouth, I love his solo album.
It's true.
And so that's my number 4. I would recommend. I think his solo singles are abrasive. I don't like them.
But the album.
I like them in a derogatory way. Like I don't hate listening to them, but I didn't know this about the B-sides. I don't think we talked about them.
No, I don't think so. Because I felt that I would be a little too effusive, and at the time, I wanted to be a little mysterious about my list, and I knew
likes
it
to
would
be
be a little
sneaky.
obvious. Yeah.
Duplicitous.
Like, you know, if I feel like it's going to be on my list at the end of the year, I keep it to myself. And that was this. So I think this is maybe my first recommendation. Listen to the B-sides off of Tap.
I will.
Thank you. Lotus?
My number 4 has been mentioned. It is Supersonic by Fromis 9. This one really shouldn't be a surprise to either of you, Franco.
No, not at all.
Not quite.
Especially because I was quiet when we were talking about it earlier. I was even
Yes.
thinking to myself, like, well, this one's fucking obvious, damn. Even compared to some of the other ones. But yeah, I think your note about it becoming overplayed for you is apt. For me, it got overplayed, and then I was like, I just want to listen to it for a while. So I'm back, baby. I'm back in full force. And especially y'all know very well I am partial to a summer song. This is an excellent summer song. Last year I also had Seven Heaven by Purple Kiss in my top 10, and this is that. They are the same song in somewhat different fonts with equally talented vocalists. Well, let me not do that. Ha-Young's probably a better singer than Goen or Swan, but not by a lot. She's had more time to grow. But just like having those different elements all together, they, again, are stunningly beautiful in this video. I really like this video of Lily from NMIX. She has like a little interview show thing, like the one that Jonghyun has. And she had Fromis 9 on, and they were she was just, complimenting them. It's a K-pop talk show. Everybody's super nice all the time. And she's complimenting how beautiful they are. And she's like, asked them, describe something about your group that, blah, 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 or like they're talking about their visuals, whatever. And someone from Fromis 9 is like, well, the only bad thing about being so beautiful is that people don't know we're some of the best singers, too. And I was like, yes, you're so right.
10 points out of 10. Yes.
Oh, come on.
The most beautiful pageant answer that I could possibly fathom. Because, I mean, they're not wrong. They are stunningly beautiful. They look great in this music video, both from outfits and makeup. There's not even that much going on in this video. They just, like, fix cars and sparks fly out of their shoes at one point. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ha-Young is there, just singing her fucking ass off, hitting those high notes. Another great It's Live performance from Fromis, along with DM from a couple of years ago. And yeah, like we said, it's a good song to go out on. I'm always more partial to, like, it doesn't seem like they knew or like they intended this as necessarily a farewell song, but if you just make a really good song, then you can't be too upset about it. So rest in peace, Fromis 9. I'll miss you.
My number 4 song.
Yep.
Oh, I love this song so much. So much. It's going to be Bubble by Red Velvet off the Cosmic album.
A B-side?
Always a B-side. It's true. I tend to like Red Velvet. Let me be specific. I tend to like one B-side off a Red Velvet album so much that I just forget about the rest.
They should start they should start promoting 2 songs. Their title and then whatever B-side you specifically like.
Exactly. I think it'll just be great. But I love this sound. It's giving very much excellent retro future elevator music in like a vaporwavy virtual universe type shit. I've absolutely listened.
All the buzzwords.
Mama, yes.
Come on, Tink Tonk.
I've absolutely listened to songs that sounds like this in like a YouTube playlist where it's like 3 hours long with some sort of like vectorized Sailor Moon type thumbnail, blah blah blah.
Yes.
This is Red Velvet to me. Beautiful harmonies on a funky little beat. My God, Wendy, that bitch can really sing.
Ooh, isn't it annoying?
She's got such a clear, extended, lovely note that she holds at the end. It gives me goosebumps every fucking time. This is a song, if you guys ever open the door while I'm jamming out, this will be the real cringe one, because I pretend like I'm singing.
Oh, yes. No, I love that. Now I'm going to go bother you all the time.
No! I mean, sure, whatever.
With that door open.
Yes. I'm not knocking. I'm not asking.
The door will be swung, and I will be scared. But yeah, I love this song. Ugh. I'm listening to it right now, and I love it.
Now that's what I'm talking
we'll
about.
see. We'll see you at the end then, Azalea. Because it's top 3 time, baby.
Oh.
Very important. My third song, is Beautiful Ashes by One We.
Oh.
Kind of how you felt about Supersonic, Lotus. There was a point where I listened to this song too much and I said, I need to stop listening to this song because I won't listen to it anymore. And then I was like, but maybe it's not even that good. So I just stopped. A few months ago, said, let me pick it back up. Immediately on the playlist, number 3. Didn't even have to think about where I wanted to put it.
Love.
I like all of One We's music, but I tend to like their ballads a lot more than a lot of their guitar heavier songs and things like that. Comparatively, you could say maybe they're more boring songs in terms of instrumentation, but the vocals, have you heard them? We've talked about Beautiful Ashes when it came out. The high notes in this make me want to scream. Younghoon and Donghyun's parts, their back-to-back verses at the end, genuinely make my heart clench. Like if I could pass out and get back up and that be a healthy thing, I would. They really do it for me.
You'd often.
Just knock myself out at the crest of that high note and then come back for the end.
Incredible.
I don't think I have much to add from whatever episode we did when this album came out back in the spring. So that's going to be it for me. Beautiful Ashes, number 3.
Whoa. One We stay on a top 3.
They should do it. We love them here. What can we say?
We're consistent.
My number 3, Deja Vu by TXT. Fuck me up. Twice divorced man, Terry Kang.
Oh, wow.
He's so good on this
Sorry
song.
about your recording, Azalea. That song deserved a yell.
I mean, it is just really excellent. It was a little bit disappointing for a while because it appeared that TXT were leaving their emo phase. Little did we know they were going to return better than ever in a sort of different sound font. I could use some extra guitars. I could use a rock version of this song, but the vanilla out of the box version is so good. Envy's also pretty fun, I think. It's not my favorite. It's a little I think my TXT standards is maybe a little bit bland, but I think that this is such a powerfully written song for a group that does have a couple of like really strong vocalists, but I'm never like, oh, TXT, the power vocalists, the power singers of TXT. Yeah, totally. And they just really managed to nail it with emotionality and just feeling the song, even somewhat in the choreo, which is mostly like fun, dancey boy choreo, but I think it manages to all meld together pretty well. Even I would say the 2 weaker singers out of everyone, which are Subin and Bumgyu, I think that their parts are really good. They're deployed very well because of their vocal ranges, and it all just works together.
Yep.
I gotta be honest, I didn't expect TXT this here.
Really?
As often as Lotus will just key okay, you didn't think it'd be up there?
Genuinely, yes. I thought it was just for a bit.
I was going to say, in Azalea's defense, it really could have just been a meme that I like to do for no reason. But no, it is because I genuinely enjoyed the song that much. And
I love that.
I love Taehyun's parts in this. He's consistently the strongest singer in
Terry
TXT.
always does it.
Yes.
Terry's going to bring it to you every ball and kind of in every single category. He's one of those idols where you're like, you know, he listened to so much fucking Taemin and he has done nothing but want to be an idol international sensation for 15 years. And he's like finally got his chance and he's just doing it.
Yeah. I'll also give it up to Hyunin Kai as well. He's been really putting in the fucking work.
I forget when we talked about it. It might have been when we originally talked about Deja Vu, frankly. But it feels like Hyunin Kai has gotten... I don't know if he's just gotten way better, if he's gotten a lot of specific vocal training or what. But he went from being like a guy with a pretty voice who sings on some of the songs, but frankly does like a lot of talk singing, to the secondary vocalist in TXT. And a lot of it is because he can get that like that punchier, more dramatic sound out without sounding like he's straining himself, which is really hard to do. Yeah, that's it for me. Azalea, if you want to go to your number 3.
Yes. It's gonna be I Can't Feel Anything by NCT Dream.
What?
Yeah, I was expecting this.
So Danny told me to listen to this album, and I said, sure, why not? She was correct. This is not a bad album, but I fucking love this intro so goddamn much. It's one of the best I've ever heard. It's got haunting vocals, a chant that doesn't fucking annoy me. The bass is bumping, got my heart rate in rhythm, cardiovascular health. Thank you very much. I love this song. It's... How long is this song? Maybe like 2 minutes, if even.
Beautiful.
This shit fucking, oh, I love listening to this fucking loud as shit in my eardrums.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody annoys me in it. I'm just happy.
Which is high praise.
Yes.
NCT Dream coming from Azalea.
It sounds like a joke, but it's true.
Praise.
Yes.
Well, and the thing is, because Danny, you're Danny, but I'm me. And I'm like, wow.
I love this song. It's such a different sound from them. Because again, let me not say I always. They tend to make kind of annoying baby chanty music that I don't like in any capacity. And I said, oh, y'all doing something a little different? And I really like it. It's definitely a lot darker sound from them, and I enjoy it so much. It had to be my number 3. I listen to this constantly.
Hey, yo.
Love that.
Like I said, this is one of their best albums. Just simply because it is the most universally listenable. Which sounds like a read, but it is the highest of praise I can give.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Are we doing... Oh, yeah, that's me. I switched up my order for these 2 songs about 2 minutes ago. And I'm feeling very confident with them. My second song, the number 2 song of the year for me, is Curious by Kepler, which is another B-side off of
Kepler's your double up.
Kepler's my double up. I don't know how often I do double ups, and if I do, it's probably always 17.
Oh, yeah, that one came from behind. That was unexpected.
Unexpected.
Hey, yo. This was my number 1 song, but I thought about it, and I said, no. It's number 2, because it's almost there. But honestly, this whole album was supposed to be their swan song album, Keep On Going On.
Right.
Amazing album. It's high praise all around. Curious is a random B-side that is, I don't know, it's a little girly, it's a little playful. They're not really like showing off any of their like vocal performances on this. But there's something about it. There's something about it that makes me feel girly. And you've got to have at least one girly song on a list.
If you're a real girl, you have to have at least one girly song.
If you're a girl, don't you want to feel like a girl? That's this song, Curious, by Kep One Er. Oh, I shouldn't do it.
Oh, not the hard
Not a hard R. Oh, why are we like this?
Well, I guess if anybody can say it, it is.
That's true. Actually, Dani can say it. We can't even criticize her for saying it.
No, I take it all back.
Not even a little bit. But
I'll
yeah,
still
that's
laugh, but
my
I'll take it back.
that's my number 2 song, Curious by Kepler. Like I said, it was I had a very difficult time figuring out which Kepler song I liked the most. At one point, I had, I think, 6 or 7 of their songs that I was listening to constantly to try to figure it out. And I ended up with 2. Flowers Flow to Your Heart, way at the bottom, and Curious right at number 2.
Look at that. Kept on
But
going.
Lotus kept on going, and they're still going.
Oh, yeah, mine is really hard. This is kind of a similar thing to what happened, I think, last year, where my top 2 were Sweet Juice and Bon Voyage. Where I couldn't decide. And even I've slightly edged out from last year. Yes, Sweet Juice, I was right to say number 1 because I like the overall concept better. Whatever. This is the year where I keep changing them back and forth.
Whoa.
And now that I'm at the point where I have to make a decision, I'm like,
where is it?
Are you going to have
still
2
don't
number
know.
ones?
no, that's boring. I'll make the decision. The thing is just that I thought I had made the decision like a week ago, and I was officially like, you know what? Yeah. And then as we were talking, I just listened to both songs again, and I'm like, well,
Actually.
I'm gonna say number 2, and neither of these are surprises,
No.
is Shooting Star by Kepler.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
I mean,
Kepler on both of y'all's number 2s.
yeah, I'll say that's part of why I did it. I love to match. What can I say? I'm a girl, and I'm a girl's girl, and I love to match with my girls. Anyways, Shooting Star, it's an excellent fucking song. It's just like perfect, especially for the entire concept, which again has kind of had the wind taken out of its sails because they're technically not dying. This is not their last title track. So hey, you know what? I'll say that that's why it got bumped down to number 2. The concept isn't as strong anymore because they're not disbanding. But I love the sound of it. I love the glittering sound of however many women singing high-pitched notes in harmony over the chorus, just ululating over that chorus, dancing with their arms, turning around so they can pose because there's a camera shutter sound effect in the song. I also quite like the styling in this video. It's a little strange. It does skew a little bit cheap, but I see the vision and I enjoy it. I love, I love, that like brown, teal, silver, spacey kind of retro future color combo that you don't get to see a lot. So yeah, I don't have anything particularly else to say about Shooting Star. I just love it. I can listen to that song anytime, any day, anywhere, any situation, because it is that good. And I do just pretend that they're still about to disband because it makes it more dramatic and more fun for me.
I agree. You should do that.
You should do that. When you listen to Shooting Star, imagine that they are disbanding in seconds. This is the last time they'll ever see each other.
Who would have thought? The one girl group that should have disbanded that did not.
Isn't it so... and it's one of the best disbandment songs ever. And planned and everything. Ooh, I'm almost mad about it. I want them to disband. Go. They should have split off to their own groups. Come on. Be fucking serious.
Maybe they should. They released Tippy Tap after, and I don't care for that song. I'm sorry, Kepler. I didn't mean that, kind of.
I didn't mean that, kind of. Oh, fair though. So, I mean, yeah, that's all for me. It's just an excellent, shiny, beautiful song. If you want to give us your number 2, Azalea.
I sure will. It's actually been mentioned. Somebody tried to take the wind out my sails. I'm just kidding. It is instead featuring YB You Don't Hyun by Extraordinary Heroes. I'm so sorry. This is one of the best fucking album releases of this year. Yeah, I listened to a whole album. Fight with Your Mom. This song is great.
No, fight me. Fight with your mom.
Fight with your mom.
And she'll beat your ass.
She will. Yeah, this album's great. I listen to this album almost every day. I have a lot of fun with it. Thank God Extraordinary Heroes is actually doing good shit. Because my God, I think about their earlier songs. Woof. Hey, you remember when they said, actually, we're so sorry. We're going to go back to the drawing board and get back to you later.
I love Humble Kings. I love Humble Kings.
One of the craziest press releases to read, though.
The most insane. But
That's true.
God.
Maybe they shouldn't have done it, but I love being like, hey,
Hey,
we get it.
Yeah,
paying back
we're not
dividends,
dumb.
baby. Paying back dividends. I love this song. The thing is, I did try to keep it a little, but genuinely, Lotus, I agree with everything you fucking said. The styling is weird, but it makes sense. They sound.
I don't know if it makes sense.
I don't know if it makes sense.
I think it makes sense in that
On an individual level.
on an individual level, but not
Yes.
together.
Yes. Okay, that I agree with.
Yes. Yeah, this is great. Go that feature, fuck yeah, you do your thing, dude. This is just a great song. Great metal song. I love it a lot.
Yeah.
Can't say much else about it. It's just really good. Listen to that album. Thank you.
You love to see it. You love to see diversity. JYP. Good for you.
Look,
JYP is finally at a place where there's genuine diversity amongst the sound of his groups.
yeah, he's actually
Yeah.
letting them do things.
And also a bunch of really successful ones. I think we said this in maybe the most recent pod. I don't remember anymore. But like JYP might be the most set up for success company for like the coming couple of generations, which is a wild thing to think about.
Yes. Hey,
Hey,
I got nothing
people
to say.
change.
Well, is it time for the top song of the whole entire year?
Yeah.
All right. My number one song may be a bit of a surprise, and I mean that genuinely, despite my tone. It is "I'll Do That" by Bobby from Icon.
What?
What the fuck? No, you like to
So-
pull these little things on us.
Well, the thing is, please understand that, like I have said before, I listen to hours upon hours of music a day. I can't possibly tell you everything I listen to. It'd be too much. However, what I will say is that I'd say in maybe 2023, Bobby started putting out, he's always put out solo music, but in 2023, he started putting out solo music that I like a lot. And not to be like that, but I know for a fact I have said out loud to somebody on this podcast, I really like Bobby's voice. It has been mentioned.
It has been mentioned.
But last year he put out a full album, Sir Robert, that collected a few singles that I liked from the previous year, and then a bunch of new songs. I'll Do That is maybe his most toned down song off of this album. He plays with a bunch of different styles of music, and obviously he is a rapper. However, I really, 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 really immensely love when Bobby sings. It's still kind of a talking singing because he's not a singer at all, but his voice is so raspy, but it's still kind of light and playful, or maybe boyish is a better word. It's light and boyish despite its raspiness. And despite this song being pretty simple, there are parts where there's barely any music in it at all. Every so often, he'll take on this like almost desperate tone, because I have to assume that it's a song that's like tangentially related to a breakup, just based on the title and some of the English in it. I love this song. I've listened to it multiple times a day, every day since the album came out, I believe. When I first discovered it, just for like context, me and Azalea tend to walk to the mailroom together because I like to walk outside. That's my enrichment time. The quick 5-minute walk to the mailroom. There were at least 2 to 3 weeks where I was not walking to the mailroom with anybody because that was my time to listen to this song on loop after already listening to it on loop during the day.
Ah, that's funny.
You know, if I seem distant about mailroom walks, it's because I had to listen to "I'll Do That" by Bobby.
Girl, that's okay. I didn't feel no kind of way about it.
That is so funny.
We all need our
yeah.
me time.
That we all need our me time, and it was with this song. I know we tend to do a little bit of a sort of honorable mention. Can I do an honorable mention now? Because this also would have been my top one song.
Sure.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Hercules by Bobby featuring Just This. I didn't, although, well, technically it came out last year, but it's on the album from 2024. So it's like a cheating honorable mention top one. Hercules, on the opposite end, is a very like hard, rough, in your face, I'm ready to fucking fight song. Very good.
Hot.
But that is my 25 of 24 list officially. Lotus.
Nice. Ooh, my number one song of the year.
Go.
There's a good chance you already know what it is.
Okay.
Imaginary Friend by ITZY.
So
Yeah,
good.
I
so good.
fucking love this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it would be on your list. I didn't think it would be that high, but once we hit like a 12 and it wasn't there, I said, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. I mean, I talked quite effusively about this song when we first mentioned it, and none of my opinions or feelings have changed even a little bit. It is as incredible as the night I first started listening to it and first started watching the music video.
It's really good.
It is so good. It is such a different sound for ITZY, especially because they're just sort of known as the like teen crush dance heavy girl group. And that is still what they are, but they made this B-side with this really, really beautiful, elegant, it's a slower beat, but the choreo is still pretty fast. I even think the lyrics are interesting, which is shit that I never fucking say. Which is like, it's exactly evocative enough while still being exactly vague enough that you can interpret it in like 5 different ways, and all
Which
of
is
them
my favorite thing.
are interesting. Yes, you can imagine it's you have a crush on someone and you're obsessed with them, but they don't even know that you're there. You can make it about a toxic, like codependent friendship with a friend that you really love, but your relationship's weird. You could interpret it as being about the life of being an idol. What is it like to be an idol and have this weird relationship with your fans? And then you have one of my favorite kind of K-pop MV tropes, depressed in the bathtub. Yes.
Oh my god, yes, they look so good in it.
Yes.
Yes.
The shots when they are all in any kind of water, because there's also that, I know I've said this before in the earlier episode, but when they're in that infinity pool segment, the lighting is crazy, the water looks beautiful, the gowns that are like wet and just kind of creepy looking, the makeup that is perfectly highlit. Yes. Chae-Young in platinum blonde. I mean, don't do it because it's so bad for your hair. It's all going to fall out. But I'm so glad she did it for us this time. I just love every part of it. The kind of not quite haunted, but like a disturbed schoolgirl segments. One of my favorite MVs of all time is Can't You See Me by TXT. So it's just an archetype that I love. Yes.
Hey, friend. I didn't mention it when it was my number 14 song, but I was going to say, I love the fucking like schoolgirl bloody knuckles aesthetic. It's so good.
And it's so weird because because the way the video is not necessarily like what the lyrics are about, it does have a weird supernatural element to it. There's a part where they're like, there's 2 of them hiding under a sheet and they look kind of ghostly, but they also look like they're about to, And so it's like, it's just hitting all those points that you want ITZY to hit, and even breaking new ground a little bit with the sound, but largely with the choreo. I don't feel like I've ever seen them do something that really like, it's not just about hitting the beats, it's really challenging your level of like charisma and the way that you're able to flow through moves. Y'all know I've been a Yeji stan day one. I saw Dala Dala, and especially when she has her hair in the space buns and the little baseball like corset top, and I said, who's this woman? I'm obsessed with her immediately. And this video reinforced my obsession. I've said this before as well, and I'm going to say it again because you know what? It's important. There's a scene in Imaginary Friend, both the MV and the like performance version, where they're dancing in like a V shape with Yeji at the center back, like all the way in the back, and there's just a slow zoom while she makes like intense eye contact with the camera while she moves so fluidly through these movements. And I'm like, yes, like that is ITZY Yeji right there, just a unbelievably charismatic performer and an incredible dancer. And man, this video kicks complete and total ass. The part where they have the outfits that are all black, and because of the way they've edited it, it's blacker than black, like it looks like it's messing up your monitor. Then they have the backup dancers that do the ITZY crown pose with them, one hand each, cause Imaginary Friend. Oh my god, this song is fucking good. Number 1.
Yep.
That's it for me. I've said what I need to say if y'all want to add anything.
Hey, you've covered it.
Like I said, that song should be much higher on the list.
But it wasn't the right day.
It wasn't the right day.
It wasn't the right day for you. What will your number 1 be?
Well, I'm doubling up, baby. I think this is my first double up ever.
Probably.
I think so. I tend to be like, yeah, whatever. Well, no, let me be honest. I tend to only really like one song from a group a year,
It's true.
if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But, piggyback off my number 2, my favorite song from Extraordinary Heroes is gonna be Love and Fear, which I think is the title of the album.
There it is.
Yes. This song makes me go nuts.
Doubled up at number 1 and 2?
And
That's
2.
crazy.
Again, I really like this
them.
album. I listen to it
Truly
all the time.
adding validity to the fact that you said there's no number to these lists.
No,
You meant it.
I meant it. I really love this song. Whatever I said about Bubble, I think by Red Velvet, where if you catch me, I will be on my feet doing some crazy shit. I will be breaking my back to this song. They have super long extended notes. Those fucking vocalists can really sing. I just love this song. This song's so good. I don't even fucking care. I just love this song. I have nothing else to say. This song is just music to my ears.
Oh,
Almost as if
this song
it's music to
is
your
music.
ears.
Put that on the podcast notes.
This song is music.
This song is music. And the bigger you are, the larger you are.
Exactly.
Well, I
We
think
did it.
that does it. I think we did it. We did it in a good amount of time.
Can I say something first?
Oh, yeah.
Please.
One thing about 2024, way too many fucking songs released called Riz or have Riz in the title.
Yes. Can I say one of the songs on my list I like by Signature? I didn't mention this. It has, because it was, rapid fire. It has a very strange English in it. Like it has a whole little English
Hang on.
skit in the front.
Really quick, could I just say, because you were talking fast, you interrupted yourself, because it has, and I thought you said, it has kazoos. And I said, no.
Rewind it back. What
I had to rewind it back.
Rapid fire song. I have nothing to say, but it does have kazoos.
Sorry, go
But
ahead.
yeah, it has a very weird English skit in the front of it, and then immediately the first singing line ends in a Riz boy. Ugh. K-pop loved Riz this year.
They sure did. That was one of the notes I wrote on my fucking phone because I felt it. I said, why is every song either titled Riz, has Riz, is Riz? I hate it. Disgusting.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where K-pop is sometimes incredibly on trend, but then 4 years behind at the same time.
Ugh.
4 years behind, and I didn't like Riz when it was on trend.
No.
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 Shut the fuck up. No.
Riz already has a level of irony to it intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
And y'all are using it seriously? What?
And then, if we're making little side notes, Taemin having his song, I got the Rizness. It's only going to get worse from here. If Taemin does it,
If Taemin
we're
does
done.
Yeah.
it's over. Wait for that, Kang Daniel. We'll see if you wanted to put him on here after all. Because his is next.
I think this was a good year for music.
I agree. There's a lot of songs that could have been on this list, but I was shackled
I
to
agree.
25.
My overall playlist, I don't know, it's probably sitting at a 75 before I trimmed it.
Woo!
Wow, that's a lot of songs.
I'm
don't
not
envy
picky.
your job.
It's okay. I'm not picky, but I'm very decisive, so my job is easy.
Nice. I mean, yeah, we did it. We finally managed to do it a little late. Sorry, everybody. The sound solutions in our new apartment have yet to be truly solved. We're recording pretty ramshackle. Hopefully the final audio quality isn't too bad, but just know that that's an ongoing process.
For sure.
And as far as the monthly Chaos episodes, I mean, correct me if I'm speaking out of turn, Lotus, but we're probably going to switch up how we do that this year.
A little bit, yeah. Not that they
Change it a bit.
Yeah. Not that they won't be monthly, but we're discussing a little bit of format changes just regarding we really enjoyed talking about non-K-pop music, and y'all seem to respond to it well. There's months where we don't have as much K-pop that we want to talk about, so we might broaden our horizons a little bit. You will find out relatively quickly, where I imagine we'll talk about it a little bit more in depth than that, because this is coming out pretty late, so the next episode will also be out fairly soon. Honestly, the sound problems won't be fixed between now and the next episode, because we're probably filming the next episode within this week. So,
For sure. But I have faith that this isn't going to sound terrible.
No, not terrible.
It'll sound better.
A little scuffed. And yeah, exactly. It's a little scuffed now, I imagine. Hopefully not too bad, and it will trend upwards. So yeah. Thanks for listening, folks. That is true.
But thank you all for listening. Hope you get some good music out of this. And just a general thing, if you want to find any of us, we are all on Discord in the Press Pedals Discord. If you want to find me, Press Pedals Discord.
Danny doesn't use the internet anymore.
Yeah, no. I don't use the internet. I mind my business. I come into Discord every so often to say what I feel needs to be said. That sounded serious. Sometimes I'll just hang out on Discord.
Yeah, when she says what needs to be said is like talking about how a book is bad.
Talking about how a book is bad, how any piece of media is bad, that's where you'll find me. But Lotus, if people want to find you, where do you reside?
You also catch me being relatively active in the Press Pedals Discord. That is also, you get into that by subbing to our Patreon, patreon.com/pressedpedals. No pressure, we do this for fun, but it is always nice to have some extra support. Other than that, you can find me at Lotus Loves Lotus pretty much anywhere, but you'll mostly catch me really just Blue Sky. Not Twitch so much lately, but I'm hoping to get back into it, and then YouTube on occasion.
And Azalea, do you want anybody to find you?
I'm around, but I'm not really there,
Azalea says
imaginary
that, but
friends.
she is in fact... She's not the imaginary friend. She's the most active in the Press Pedals Discord, I'd say.
You think? Anyway, yeah, you can
Depends
find me
on
on
her
the
whims.
Discord. I'm chilling.
On her whims.
If you wanna, read my Blue Sky posts when I am high and watching a movie, I do that on there.
Oh, and a new thing, Azalea and I do have a book club. If you like music, maybe you like books too, there's information, once again, on the Discord.
And also, Azalea's on Blue Sky is 12 Azalea.
Oh, yeah.
They don't need to know that.
So the thing is, I was going to say it, but I was cut off a little bit.
Oh. I felt like... Never mind.
Anyways, it's been so nice.
It's been so nice getting to talk to you again. Oh, my God.
Thank you, Azalea, for joining us for our once yearly thing.
Woo.
Yep, and we will see you guys within the next month, most likely less. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.